Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week, Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The Innovations catalogue, which
Gutted.
it used to go to something like 50 million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that. Because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life. Like, you know, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that are like to see through walls. Just for 1990.
Yeah,
they don't work, do they? I bought oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate were sort of like, I'd run it. It was about like, I don't know, 1987. And me and my mate, Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good. And I thought, I'll just have some oxygen before the race.
What do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What's in there?
You put some big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in.
What was it supposed to do?
Well, you know, oxygenate the blood so you can...
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know why.
How much was it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
Mine was 1999. It was a big canister.
It was rubbish.
Why did you buy it then? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
Doing
reason.
a job.
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that, because the problem with the Innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots that buy stuff like you, there are hundreds, thousands who just looked through it and laughed at the absurdity of, you know, a motorised tie rack.
I bought the Abs Master.
Who is so lazy that they need that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that.
The Abs Master. I worked for a while answering the mail and opening the mail for a returns. It wasn't the Innovations people, but it was if that's the kind of middle class version, this was a very much more working class thing. It was how to get hot dogs out of a tin and all the rest of it. And there was stuff in there was incredible. There was one item that was in the catalogue, and it was. I know, like me, you've probably thought to yourself, I just haven't got time to boil the kettle and fill up my hot water bottle.
Oh, I know.
You thought that takes upwards of a minute and a half to do. What I need is some kind of state-of-the-art kind of plastic container with some kind of blue gel inside, which I put in the microwave, and that heats up, right? So that was what this device was. You put it in the microwave, you buzz it in there for like 30 seconds, saving yourself, a minute of preparation time. And we used to get them sent back. I swear to God, they would send that. They'd be split.
Yeah, they
Old
exploded,
women saying, I'd heated something in the microwave, I went to sleep, it split asunder, and the blue gel scorched my legs. I've got third-degree burns. And do you know
woman with a scolding? Call claims direct.
But do you know what we used to do? I used to say, do they not sue over this stuff? And they told me, they said, they never sue. They're not, they're old ladies. They don't realise they can sue. What we normally do is send them a replacement. So I'd have to send replacements back to these old women who had scalded their legs. We didn't even send them the money back. We just sent them a replacement. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sometimes I always felt
and a new pair of tights, at least.
At least.
And sheets, bed sheets, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Imagine that, though.
I did have an Abs Master, one of those things that, you try it on. Jane bought it for me for a birthday once. And, the electronic thing, you put it on, right?
Hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I turned it full up, right? And at one point...
Now, what's this? Sorry, I don't understand what this is.
You try it... Put it round you, it sticks to your body, and it's an electrical charge, and it's like doing sit-ups. Every time it does it, it's like you're doing a sit-up, but without you sitting up, right? And at one point, I had it on, I'd done it for a few weeks, and at one point, I was laying on the couch in my pants with this on, watching telly, drinking a bottle of wine and eating cheese. She said, I don't think it works like that. I thought, if this works, it's the greatest invention of all time.
So it's like you can eat, and it's kind of working it off for you as you're eating.
I know, yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, if only.
That'd be great. I did see one thing in one of those little magazines once, and this is hilarious, right? What it was, it's a bloke in a wheelchair, right? And then there's another one of him, and it's raining, so he's got a cagoule on that covers him and his wheelchair.
Oh, no.
And just his little face. So it looks like somebody you've covered a motorbike in, and it's just his little face. I thought that was great. Oh, dear.
Innovations is finished.
That
it's
is
over.
great. It's all over. Should we have a record? It'd be lovely.
A toast to the Innovations.
A toast to innovations.
You have provided nothing of much use for 15 years.
Happy Easter.
Happy egg.
Right. I'm committed to this treatment.
Yeah.
Is one of them.
I've got to go for that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or the other one is the police are causing a bit of a stir.
He still says it like it's the best thing he's ever come up with, which in a way is.
It could be. Right, go on in. I'm committed to this treatment.
Right. Do you know the saying...
Is it just sayings now? Are they all sayings? This
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, the other one isn't. Frog in your throat?
The saying, there's a frog in your throat?
Yeah.
I assume it's when you croak a little bit, you sound like a frog.
No. Right. Might seem a bit weird, this one, right? But years ago...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, well, what is that clue? Committed to this treatment?
It's about frogs Kermitted.
Probably works better with a K and an ER written down.
Well, also, if you pronounced it Kermitted,
yeah,
but not committed.
Committed to this treatment. Right, go on then.
That's genius.
So yeah.
Well, what?
You go to the doctors and you go with throat hurting a bit.
Right.
And what they did ages ago.
Ages ago? What year was this approximately?
We are going back quite a bit with this one.
Oh, okay, go on.
And the doctor would say...
he did history. Imagine years ago. Go on.
And the doctor would say, right, keep your mouth open. I need to look at your tonsils. And the jaw would ache a bit because they weren't as quick back then because they didn't have the technology and stuff, and they'd have to like stare at it and study it and stuff. And like they get an achy jaw, right?
Keeping their mouth open.
Yeah, like you get, you get a Mars bar or whatever. So they'd sat there, and they used to always close their mouth, and it used to annoy the doctor. Right? So what they did, they used to get a toad,
right,
and put it in the mouth.
Rubbish.
Okay, keep talking. Keep talking.
And that way they couldn't close the mouth because either they'd squash it,
right,
or apparently you're not allowed to lick a toad's back.
So the doctor would have them for breaking the law?
No, but it's poisonous, right? A toad's back. You should never lick a toad's back.
Or put it in your mouth, really.
Oh, just stop for a second.
Wait. What?
Can I just ask one question?
Go on, yeah,
ask one question.
I've got a few, but go on.
Sure. My initial thought is, it sounds like a brilliant bit of sort of medical knowledge there. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
My only thought is, how does the doctor see past the toad? At your tonsils?
What's he actually looking at with the mouth open? Surely the toad is in the way.
Hopping around in the way?
It didn't say.
Sorry, and my first question is, was this on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Carl, that is bollocks. That is... I mean...
Well, alright then. Let's turn this round. Where does the saying, you got a frog in your throat come from?
Probably because you sound a bit croaky. Probably that. Probably because you sound a little bit like a frog when you've got a sore throat.
Carl, did you not question it just for a moment when you read it? Just for a second, didn't you think, that seems an odd approach? Firstly, why a frog, of all the different species?
Because it's poisonous. A toad.
No, a toad, so it's a toad as well.
Yeah, well, it worked. I'm committed. Worked.
No,
I was going to change it to, have you heard the news Toad Day? But I went with the frog.
Oh God!
Right,
so that's rubbish. So that's rubbish. Next, can I have
let's play a tune. Let's come up with a
God.
Can I just say? No, just play it.
Yeah.
Yo, Carl.
But I was in the cinema. This was not long ago, and I went to see that. This was I think I was off to see that film, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or whatever it's called. You know,
well, they could be on the phone for that because there's subtitles, so it's not going to ruin it, is it?
Yeah, it wasn't her. I was sat next to another woman. She was crunching, a big fat woman.
No, but he's got a good point there.
Loads of people could be on the phone in there, and it wouldn't sort of niggle you.
Fine. Well, at least we've cleared that.
Imagine if that was true.
Well, it's like when you go on the tube and read a paper. There's loads of noise, but you can still concentrate, can't you?
He's got you.
Do you know
That's such a great point, isn't it?
Right, yeah, because it's so easy to lose yourself in that magic realism world, you know, with all the sound effects and music and surging, exciting noise, and there's a woman clattering on going, yeah, well, I'll probably meet you later, Stange. Should we get some Diamond White in and around by the park?
Yeah.
Switch off. I do it.
Yeah, but we know what you're like, Carl.
Yeah, you can switch off, Carl.
It's like you can turn your ears off. That's the skill you have.
It's not the ears, it's the behind the ears.
Yeah.
It's the process between the ears and the brain that you can switch off, so we can still hear all these things like a cat.
But I was in the window, there was this woman sat next to me, she was a big fat one, she was crunching on some popcorn. Again, that's a crime. Why they're selling popcorn in cinemas? I don't understand why the noisiest...
regularly.
Why the noisiest food in a cinema?
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's come about.
Yeah.
It really makes me angry.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Smoothies. We want smoothies without straws.
Exactly. The trailer for that film AI, Artificial Intelligence, came on. Do you remember that? And the tagline was, David is 11 years old. He weighs 60 pounds. He's 4'6" tall. He has brown hair. His love is real, but he is not.
Oh, yeah.
And she just went, how old was he again? To her boyfriend. Right? Just ruined everything. War film trailer comes on for some Pearl Harbor or something. She goes, yeah, I don't fancy that. Just announcing this, don't fancy that. Too many war films. So then the trailer, then the opening credit comes on for Crouching Tiger. Before that, you know that thing that comes up that says it's signed by the BBFC and it has the kind of certificate and everything, and that certificate to say what age you have to be to see it. That came up, and it said Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in brackets subtitles. She went, "It's not subtitled, is it?" I thought this was the most famous foreign film for years. It won Oscars. It was a huge film. Everyone knew it was foreign. She goes, it went, and so the credits begin. It says Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. She went, "Stupid name for a film."
What? She just
She
wanted
paid
it.
to see it. She was with her boyfriend. So then it starts, right? And obviously it's in Japanese or Mandarin or something. She's like, yeah, and they're all talking in Japanese.
Japanese or Mandarin.
Whatever it is. So they're speaking in this, Japanese language, Oriental language. And she's going, "Don't they sound stupid? Don't they sound stupid?" She's going, and then the subtitles come up, and it's quite a weird kind of strange language they're talking. And she was going, "Can't make the subtitles out either. It's both gobbledygook." Just wittering on every step of the film.
I totally agree with you, but what I like in your telling of it, I know you're getting quite emotional.
I'm genuinely livid.
But she went Mandarin or Japanese, some Oriental language. And
Well, I don't know what else.
It's a strange language. It's a strange language.
Well, anyway.
Oh, dear.
So then I moved. I climbed over several seats, made a big huff of, make a big show of moving. Yeah. Sat next to a guy on the phone, just chatting on the phone.
Oh, I'd have gone mental at that.
So now I hate that film. I didn't enjoy it. I don't like seeing it. I don't want to even think of it.
It's subtitles, isn't it?
Well, rubbish.
That's why I get videos.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's on digital TV. A lot of people won't have it, but Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton.
Yeah.
And he interviews lots of big Hollywood stars, and he always asks them these same questions at the end. Can I just run a few of them past you?
Go on.
Okay. So, if you could do any other profession other than the one you do now, what profession would you do?
Can you just change that to apart from a paper round?
Apart from a paper round.
Oh.
If you could do any other profession, Carl.
And it doesn't matter about
It doesn't matter if you've got the skills or anything. In an ideal world, if you had the ability.
Well, I think I'm about to buy somewhere, so I reckon something, using tools and doing a bit of plumbing and that.
So a plumber?
Well, sort of an all-rounder.
Right. A handyman.
Well, yeah. I think, you don't get paid that much, but it's useful, isn't it? So.
But you'd get your own show, couldn't you, with Carol Smiley eventually?
Well, all that, but the money that you don't make, you save by not having to pay someone else to do the chores. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what that sentence meant.
Right.
No.
A plumber, how much is the average plumber on?
The money you don't make, you save on not getting someone else to do it. No, just think of that. No, look, break that sentence down. Are there any...
Sorry, Rick, but people who live in glass houses...
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go back to Lipton quickly. We've got a couple to get through here. So, your favourite noise or sound? Favourite sound or noise?
Oh.
Is it me?
No.
It's not me.
Hang on a minute.
It's not me. Are you sure it's not me, Carl?
I like Elvis.
Noise.
Elvis. In the ghetto.
The sound of Elvis.
Elvis in the ghetto. Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your least favourite noise or sound? I don't think it should really be records and music. Noises, things that you hear at home or whatever.
Maybe a sound of a...
The least favourite noise?
Least favourite?
The sound of...
Probably
the sound of ghosts?
Fire engines and that.
Right.
That's annoying.
Except if your house was on fire, presumably.
I think it's a bit unnecessary.
You think they're just doing it to wind people up?
I live on a busy street and it's happening all the time, and it is just sort of have a blast of it and people will hear it. You don't have to keep it going.
Yeah,
sure.
So that is
okay.
Pretty annoying.
And if heaven exists, Carl, when you get to the pearly gates, what would you like God to say to you as he welcomes you into heaven? What would you like God to say to you?
Who asks these? What show's this?
It's a programme where celebrities are interviewed by a guy, an American interviewer, and he always asks these questions at the very end.
What would I say to God?
What would you say to God if you believed in heaven, and if heaven exists, when you eventually go up to heaven and you're welcomed in through the gates
and your
God,
parker and your stussy t-shirt and your...
What do you want God to say to you as he welcomes you in?
Say, you all right? Don't know, just be friendly. Right, in Turkey...
Nice.
It's not, actually. Mm-hmm. That's where I went, and there was them little fellas after Suzanne in the kitchen.
What? What do you mean?
We went to Turkey.
You went to Turkey and there were some little fellas?
Well, they had quite a few sort of midgets working in the kitchen.
Why? Is it a theme?
No,
was it a theme holiday?
I don't know. Might get them cheaper or something.
Was it...
So they were
get them
working,
cheaper?
They were working in the kitchen, and one of them fancied Suzanne and kept sort of eyeing her up, and she was winding me up saying, "Oh,
Not eyeing up and down, just eyeing her up.
anyway, no." So
What
anyway,
was she doing in the kitchen?
no, it's like a pick what you want to eat type buffet, but you have people clearing the tables and that ready for you to come along.
Are they low tables?
And you know, he was just keeping an eye on her.
What did he say though? Was he? Was he?
It was Turkish, so I don't know what he was saying.
But he was a
Little fella, yeah.
Did he?
What do you mean a little fella? What do you mean little fella?
Sort of dwarf-like.
What do you mean dwarf like? He had magic powers or he was 4 foot?
No,
What do you mean,
A
Carl?
little bloke, just like a normal bloke, but small. If you stood him in the desert, you wouldn't know.
But he'd be hot
nothing
at
around
first.
him.
Right, Carl.
You should watch out for the monkeys.
Yeah, underground.
There's underground monkeys are
Look,
dangerous.
you can't just say there was a little midget fella who was eyeing up my girlfriend and then leave it. What do you mean? What was happening? This is a story to us. This is much more interesting to us than, and she was deaf, right, and she hit her head. That's much more
I don't
interesting.
understand how it manifested itself. Did he come over and say something?
No, do you know when it's like girls know, don't they? When someone fancies them.
What do you mean there was lots of them as well?
Do
then?
they? That's worth knowing.
Listen, right, come on, right. So you went into this holiday, yeah?
Yeah, wasn't
And you
like
went
it.
into the dining room or something?
Yeah, downstairs.
And
in
you
the
looked
dining
over-
room.
Thought this is odd. There's no one serving.
Yeah, and they go,
Wait a minute.
hold on, you looked down and there was a little waiter.
There was loads of them running around busy.
Why, though? Why did they
It
get
was
the...
summer.
What do you mean?
Because it was
There was loads of them. They had more of them
They
on.
come out in summer. They come out in summer.
What do you mean they had more... What do you mean?
Because it's busy, isn't it?
no, but they
Summer.
hibernate in the
Why
winter.
were they all midgets?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't heat stunt your growth or something.
No!
Well, they just happened to, maybe it was a thing that they did for tourists or something, I don't know. I just got on with my meal. It was a holiday, do you know what I mean?
God!
Not right.
So it's a midget serving. I'm not going to ask any questions.
Right, okay, yeah.
So they're all little fellas running around, and this one always was like, you know, oh, do you want a new serviette? You know what I mean? Going out of his way to sort of...
for turning on the charm.
Yeah, he was going out of his way. The others weren't.
Right. I think what was happening is he'd been working with Santa all the winter.
Yeah.
This is sort of little summer break.
This one
He
was
hadn't seen
your
a girl.
waiter, and so he was being polite to you.
Maybe.
But what did Suzanne say then?
Well, she was using it to wind me up.
What was she saying? Oh, he's...
Oh, just like, you know, look
He may be small, but he's
well,
built like a...
Yeah, he's all man.
so
Were you jealous of a midget then? You were jealous of
it
him?
is a bit annoying, isn't it?
Why?
It wouldn't bother me as much now, because I've been with her for ages.
Right.
But at the time, that might have been one of our first holidays, and it's like, you
don't
know,
want to be
what's going
stolen
on? I
away
paid
by
for
it.
this holiday.
Yeah.
And then you get off with a midget.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway,
But it doesn't matter because you got chatted up by a bearded lady. So.
yeah.
tell you what, no, that's got nothing to do with that.
What were you going to say?
Carl.
What were you going to
I
say?
was going to say the hotel was half board, and maybe.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say it's just one of her shortcomings.
So listen, right?
Play a record. Carl.
Steve Merchant with 5 little hamburgers.
Got 5 burgers here, yep. And so I don't know, how should we begin, Carl? Do you want to just look at the size of these burgers? They're quite small.
Look, they can see it on webcam, can't they? They can see us stuffing these burgers into your mouth. And by the way, I'm filming this, Steve. Look,
Brilliant.
Look, I've got a little camcorder. We'll put this on unseen footage on a DVD or something.
Or maybe on the website.
On the Oh, Carl, what if you break the record?
Okay, Carl, I'm coming round now to just monitor this and adjudicate.
What's the web? If you want to see this on the webcam, what is it?
XFM.co.uk.
Right, okay. Hold on.
So-
Can I, Steve,
I'm
can
not
I do
being
that?
funny. I'm not being funny, right? But I think I have got like a bit of a wheat thing.
You've got a bit of a what?
A wheat allergy
Oh,
thing.
don't give me that.
No, seriously, my head's... I've been eating a lot of shredded wheat recently. And my head's got a bit bigger.
Carl, I don't think you can let us down now, mate. So you just got to put that first
No,
one
I can't put that like that in my mouth on its... I've got to break it up. I've got to break it up.
Can't break it up.
Can't break it up.
It doesn't say you can on the rule thing.
It does.
It
It's got to be
doesn't.
a
I
whole
can't
burger.
look. I physically can't.
Try it.
I can't look. I'd have to be Jay Goody to be able to do that. Seriously, look. Oh.
Try it. Yeah, I know, but you're not approaching it right. That's it.
Come on.
That's all. Keep
Oh,
going.
God, he's not going to do one.
Keep going. That's good work. Keep going.
How does he get free? Keep pushing.
Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing.
Ease it
Keep
in.
pushing. Get one in at least.
Ease it
Get
in.
one in at least. Get one in.
Ease it in.
Get one in. Push it.
That's one. Let's go for another one.
I reckon you've got to rip it up a bit.
Okay, do that then. See how many you can get in. You've got to get in 2.
No, just one.
No.
Well, it's
don't rip it up and pack it in. What do you do? Pack your cheeks first.
Honestly, Steve, my head is swelling a bit because I have got a wheat allergy.
That'd be good then, there'd be more room. Right, okay, look, Carl is now just sticking it in his cheek.
Yeah.
Don't eat any.
You can't swallow any. It's like a hamster, you gotta work it like a hamster.
Yeah, stick it in, come on.
He looks like Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Come on. Don't lose any yet. Right.
Pack it in, then use your fingers to pack it in.
Come on!
Wedge it in. Like you're grating the bath.
I can't do this either.
Keep going, keep going! Keep going, don't give up so early. This is part of the problem. You just give up, Carl, too quickly.
You failed again. It's like your history O level. Come on, Carl. Come on. Do something well. Succeed at something. Push it in. You've got nearly a half a burger there. Oh, I'll come round there. You're chewing. Don't chew.
I've got a bit of food.
I don't know what he said, but... Is that
What, is that a whole one? No, it's not. I can see bits left.
Come on, Carl. Come on, keep working at it. Keep working at it. But there's so much space in your mouth, I can see it.
He's going red. Okay. Okay, we do another one. We're doing another one.
That one then.
We're doing a... Oh, are you alright?
Are you going to be sick?
Are you alright?
Alright.
Oh God, should we play a record? He's making my eyes water now.
Oh. I'll find a different one for you.
Find a different one for you.
Most grapes eaten in 3 minutes.
I'll go. Do you want to do that? Grapes are easy, aren't they?
That's easy. Great.
Come on, grapes are easy.
Come on, don't make him laugh. He's choking. He's choking. Oh, Carl.
Quick!
Keep going, Carl.
Come on. Come on!
What happened? Did he just throw up?
No! Don't make him laugh!
Oh,
come on!
We can make wine. Come on, Carl. You're doing so well,
Carl.
mate.
I want to go. Come on. Only.
Why are you making him laugh? That was a world record attempt.
Come on. He's over.
Keep going.
Come on. You got 25 seconds. Come on. Oh,
I think that was a shame actually because you were doing well, but something went wrong.
I know, and I think those are bigger grapes than the ones I've seen before. They're quite big grapes. Look at his face. He looks so despondent. Come on, Carl. 8 seconds. Just a few more. 5. Come on. What's the matter?
2.
2. 1.
It's all over, Carl.
It's all over. Better count how many you did. Just you can get good at this. We can get good at this over the weeks.
I think that was a fairly pitiful attempt, actually. I really thought you had a... It's interesting, actually. These are harder records than you might think.
Yeah, I know. 6, 8, 10.
How do you feel after that record-breaking attempt?
Not happy with that.
What are you not happy about?
The fella who did it, was he in hospital and just had loads of grapes and was bored? I'm sure he wasn't producing a radio programme, that's for sure.
Well, to be fair, neither are you. What was tricky about it? What did you find hard?
I think having Ricky standing over me, sort of shouting, "Go on!" isn't normal.
No. But that wasn't...
He hasn't eaten any! Hold on, that's 50 left.
That's quite a poor attempt then, by the seam of it. Would you think about trying to maybe do that again in a couple of weeks? Would you do some practice and try that again?
No, leave it for the experts.
And I noticed a tricky point. Maybe sort of when you had about 50 seconds to go, you seemed to be spewing things into the bin. What was that?
Again, mainly Ricky standing over me. So
88. He's got 88 left.
Okay, so what's the mental arithmetic there? Because we put how many in? It was 150 in the thing, wasn't it?
What did I say? What did I say I had left?
Well, I'm not doing it again.
88.
So
you had 88 left.
So 62. God, you're only at 62. What's the matter with you, Carl? There's people start you at 62. That is rubbish.
That's disappointment.
Let's leave that.
So you failed on 2 world record attempts there.
62, and the record's that is rubbish. What were you doing?
Oh yeah, but like I said, I've got a small throat. I can't drink a drink quick Ever since the Mr. Freeze Pops when I was 6, that I nearly choked on, I nearly died on, I can't go back. It'd be like asking, I don't know, someone who got run over to play Frogger or something.
Badly Drawn Boy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'll tell you what, the Sony's then.
Oh!
This Thursday at the Grosvenor House Hotel.
Yeah.
Everyone in radio's anyone has entered their show in different categories saying, they get it down to,
Winners this year included the brilliant Dominic Mohan, former showbiz editor of The Sun.
Lots of people won. Lots of people won gold. Lots of people won silver. Lots of people won bronze. We didn't get a sausage.
Nothing.
This show was deemed not worthy of anything. I mean, not a look in. The panel looked at it and said, well, no, definitely not.
Radio.
Didn't get a vote. See, that annoys me on so many levels. Let me tell you one, right? I've never complained about losing an award, okay, ever. Yeah, mainly in TV. I know we've won a lot, but we've been beaten by Peter Kay. Good luck to him. He's brilliant. Beaten by Phoenix Nights, the sitcom. A lot of people like that more than the Oscars, vice versa, right? No qualms. But the shoddy shite that I heard that night beating us, I was furious. I don't understand. There's people regional. It sounds like hospital radio, right? I shouldn't even be on XFM. I thought, it's beneath me.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'll give them a hand, right? Let's show them. And I want to know who the panel was as well. I do not believe it. How can they I was looking back over some of the shows, right, before I go, Karl, and I've just done a little excerpt of, a trailer of what we do, what we're about, and I don't know how the panel could overlook this. Play a bit, Karl, please. Shaking her muff, minge and tits around does not make her a hoe, then what does?
These kids at school with big heads.
Karl, what are you talking about?
Shut! Oh, my name is Holy Fuck.
Right, there's this monkey that was on a train station.
Right.
What if you mean cock to mean penis?
It was my Down syndrome son.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
So we've still got monkey news coming up.
You're an idiot! You know what I mean?
That's, to me, quality broadcasting.
I don't know how they can say that isn't worthy.
That's what we sent in to the Sony people. They listened to that. How they didn't think that was dynamite stuff. It doesn't make sense. So I've been thinking about this since Thursday, because I've been a little bit down in the dumps.
Yeah.
What I think it is that with the TV show, the TV stuff we've done, Rick, we put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
We get the script, we spend a lot of time on it. What this show is about, it's very much about spontaneity, it's about our personalities, and I don't think we're ever going to win an award for our personalities. I think that's where we're going.
Do you know
wrong.
what I think? I think that when we're together, we're the auteurs of The Office, and, and we're strong on it, and we're just two, we write it, we direct it, we cast it, we even worry about the font and stuff on the, we do everything. There's a weak link in our midst, I think.
On the radio show?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm just trying to think what the common factor is, because on the award-winning TV show, it's just you and I.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what, can we play a record and let me think about this, because there must be something.
There's got to be a factor.
That isn't in The Office that's in this, that means that The Office is award-winning, and this is a pile of shite.
It's interesting. I mean, I don't think our number one fan, Dickie Anderson, Richard Anders, was on the panel, although he here has emailed in. He's got a couple of thoughts as to maybe why we...
What is Dickers doing, man?
Dickers says, commiserations on not winning a Sony. I can't believe you didn't win, naturally. I mean, apart from your show's obvious lack of quality and effort, having a monkey for a producer, offering the biggest load of tat as competition prizes, saying hairy Chinese kid 48 times every show, Rockbusters, not bothering to turn up for weeks on end, only having 3 listeners, introducing the comedy characters Camp David, Harry Fook, which I think he spelt wrong there, Stephen Merchant. I'm not a character. Apart from insulting every race, religion, and sexual orientation, bickering like schoolgirls,
we haven't done everyone yet. We have not insulted everyone yet. There's loads to go.
Despite the fact you generally bring misery into the lives of anyone who listens, I thought you were surefire winners. Better luck next year.
Well,
I mean, a couple of constructive, criticisms there, but generally, I still can't nail it.
Was he on the panel?
Well, I don't think so. Well, he's a fan, so...
Yeah. Well, no, he's clearly a fan. I mean, he obviously loves the show. He has hit the nail on the head.
Oh.
Which...
Yeah.
But, what should we do? Should we give up or should we try harder? That's always my dilemma in life.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've always gone for the first one.
Give up?
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah.
If they can't see, just give us the award. and then worry about it later, and we won't let them down.
Yeah.
Now they've got blood on their hands. We're gonna.
Yeah.
What should we do? To give a couple of months' notice?
I think so.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, seriously. I mean, I think.
I'm being serious. I'm not being wacky now. We haven't told Andrew, but
I think we've won our course with this show.
Yeah. So let's. Okay, we'll give it a month, and it's because the Sonys didn't give us anything. Play a record.
Yeah.
There you go.
You got to do a bit longer than that.
No, we haven't. Got to give a month's notice.
No, you got to work till about September if you're gonna.
No, we haven't. No, we give a month's notice. We, whatever. Give the money back somewhere.
Well, you give your money back.
Yeah, I know. What are you going to spend your 80 quid on?
True. Oh, that's a wonderful, wonderful clip, and let's have something new, something fresh.
Well, I've been looking around, right, on the internet for stuff.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Your Bible, where you get all your information about the world and the universe and morality from.
And you know, like how I always say to you, I don't really read that much of it. I just read the headline.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
Anna Nova have sort of nicked that idea to grab you.
Nicked what idea?
Well, to sort of get to the meat straight away at the top. Do you know what I mean? The headline to the story and everything.
What?
Right, these are stories.
But the headlines already existed. That was why you thought that was going to
not like this, though.
All right.
Headline. Well, these are all headlines, right? Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You don't need...
Vibrating shoes could stop elderly falling.
Yeah, that's the story. You don't need to read on. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
right?
could you read on anyway?
Can't be bothered.
Read on anyway.
Well, you have a look at that in a bit, right?
All right.
So this is frustrating radio if you're sitting at home.
No,
well, it's not on. They've turned it off.
If you want to know more, you know where to go. That's what I'm saying. That's what they should do in the news. Get the news done in a minute.
There's a good story about Iraq.
Right.
Bong.
Right.
Look it up. Look it up on the internet. Right. Anna Nova.
Give us another bong.
Bong.
Family sick of living on Butthole Road.
Oh, brilliant. Bong.
Man wears same shoes for 60 years.
Oh, bong.
This isn't that good. Some fella pulls a train with his teeth.
And in lighter news.
I love that. Jungle Donald, this one isn't very good.
And the last one, man fails to break clothes pegs on face record. She's always good. Well, that's the one I did read on about.
I love that, all those. That's the one he read on about. Go on then.
Just
why is that news? He fails to make a record. So did I today.
I know, yeah.
I failed the long jump record today.
Yeah. Didn't even take part.
No, I was rubbish.
But what are the rules on world records and that?
I don't know if there are rules. There are certain things you can't. I mean, it's the Guinness Book of Records, isn't it, really, that's the arbiter, isn't it?
Yeah, but is there anything, if you said you wanted to do it, would they say, well, you can't do that?
Yeah, they've stopped some gluttony records, obviously things that are in danger. It's anything that's illegal. Yeah, anything that's immoral.
Yeah, like that American serial killer that just got discovered.
Yeah.
Having killed 47 women. I don't think he can make that into the Guinness Book of Records.
No, because people will be trying to beat it, won't they?
But there was some other story about a fella eating watches and that. That can't be good for you. So why don't they say, look, don't do that, do something else?
He wanted to stay regular.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Look at Carl. I love that look at Carl. Carl is looking back and forth. You know when you sort of you go to a cat and it looks back and forth between two people? That's very much like Carl's looking at us now.
Or when, like, a child sees a midget or something in the street. They're just transfixed, aren't they? And the parents go, don't stare.
When we were pushing Ash, as our producer's in a wheelchair, and we were pushing him through the
He's not a
VC.
midget, we should make that
No, he's
clear.
not a little midget. He's not tall. But we were pushing him through the VC, and this little kid just came up and just stood in front of him and looked at him.
Yeah.
I just laughed.
It was funny. Do you do that? I imagine you get caught staring at things.
Do you go up to people? Do you go up to people with problems and go, "Mummy, is that a monster?"
Well, I was telling you one about when I used to go with my dad in the taxi.
Oh yeah,
What
tell us
happened?
this story.
Well,
Your father was a taxi driver?
my dad he had loads of jobs, which he did back then, and they don't do that anymore, do they, people? They don't
Have a
do
variety of
loads
jobs?
stuff.
Sure.
But at one point, he had a black cab, and I used to go with him. Used to get a beer crate and put it in the front of the black cab, and sort of sit just next to the meter. And anyway, we got this call, and like the guy on the end of the radio said, "Oh, you've got your son with you, haven't you?" So he said, "Yeah." So it's just like, we've got to pick up at number 11 Village Lane or whatever. And I said, all right. and it was this woman. It was like a woman version of the Elephant Man.
Wow, the Elephant Woman.
Yeah, it looked like... It was really strange because I was in the front of the cab, and when you're a kid, if something looks odd, you're a bit scared of it, aren't you? Yeah. And my dad was like, "Look, be all right." And we're driving towards her.
Look, don't worry, son. I've got loads of buns.
And just to
I'll just throw one down the street if it lets you run after it.
You're being mean, right?
I am a little bit.
How old were you? 18?
No, I was about 12 or something like that. 11, 12. And as we got closer to her, it looked like she was holding like a bag of spuds on her shoulder
for a snack.
Right.
And her head was all a bit mangled and messy and that. And my dad said, whatever you do, don't stare at her face.
Yeah.
And she got in the back.
Because you turned into stone.
Well, she got in the back, and I had like the mirror, the driver's mirror thing, and sort of having a look, trying to work out. And he said, don't stare at her face. I couldn't work out where her face was. It was that weird.
Oh, God.
So I'm not sure you're from Manchester. I think you're from like Narnia or something.
Yeah, you got frog boys walking around.
The Lord of the Rings.
That got like the claws of a lobster and the head of a toad. Yeah. And you got women getting in with spuds for heads. I mean, what is this?
This is not the place you grew up. This is mad.
Oh, you can't believe it in London, can you? You come down and go, look, symmetry. It must be amazing.
It must be a thing to do with upbringing now, mustn't it? And because, again, do you know, I've said to you before, years ago, when I was a kid and didn't have any worries, good-looking lad, you go through it a bit, have a few more worries, and you look knackered. Now, back there's a lot more worries and stuff, so you get a lot more freaks. Whereas in London, everyone's like happy, aren't they?
I love the fact that stress can cause your fingers to fuse and your head to grow.
No, but if
she must have been really stressed to have a head.
Yeah. She was she an accountant or something?
You know what I mean?
But what did she do? What did she say?
Where was she going, by the way?
She couldn't speak.
London Zoo, please.
I think she was going to like
to the fair.
Shop. Seriously, honest to God. On my mum's life, she was. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing with animals. They don't judge you, do they?
She wasn't an animal.
She's a human being.
She's not actually an elephant.
No, but
you know the Elephant Man was not actually an elephant. You understand that? He's got no elephant genes in him at all.
No.
That was just a cruel name people gave him.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the disease, isn't it? Elephantitis.
Look, so listen. So this woman, why was she going to a pet shop?
She was going to a pet shop. To find a husband.
Is this true?
No, it is true, yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not taking the mickey because it must be so really bad for you.
Of course it is.
Carl,
I'm going on to you today about cutting myself shaving.
Yeah.
I was going on about that. To think that she's probably not alive now, but to think...
But you're saying that you're going to say this is a worse problem than a little cut shaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Carl, there's a couple of key questions I need to ask. One, if she couldn't talk, how did she tell your father where to drive it? Did she have it written on a note?
Did she point with her nose?
Yeah.
Right, this has got silly. Pick your song.
But also, finally, where did you say she lived again?
It was like in a village, a little small village.
Right.
Just hidden out of the way.
All I'm saying is we could maybe get like some sort of coach, book some coaches, get a coach party up there to have a look at her. Take some photos.
And now
you can make some lemonade.
The offspring of a woman and some spuds.
Yeah. When I went to the BAFTAs with you and I wasn't really enjoying it, you were
I
like,
can't. Is that what?
No,
you
didn't
are
tell us
such an
this.
ungrateful.
There are so many people.
You're like a little charity case. You're like. Oh,
I had chicks queuing up around the block.
You'd usually have to. Someone like you would have to write to Jim or Fix It or Esther Ranson to get them to meet us sort of people. And now it's on your doorstep.
I'm amazed that you didn't enjoy it. Why didn't you enjoy it? You got to walk down the red carpet. You went in. There was George Best, one of your footballing heroes, was there. A load of other big names. You sat there in prime position. You came backstage with a load of other big names. Hey, you had a lovely bit of grub.
You were filming this thing for the DVD you were making. That's you, a cameraman on our DVD. And yet you think, now you look grumpy because you had a couple of pints and I can't believe it.
So tell us why you didn't enjoy it, because the ceremony, what didn't you enjoy about that? It was interminable, wasn't it?
Far too long.
Wasn't it awful?
3
boring.
hours.
I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say something.
Really?
Sorry.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose for you two, at least, you were going to get something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like, I've never graduated or anything, so...
Have you not?
I'm trying to think of a situation. Basically, I sat there for 3 hours knowing that I'm not going to get anything out of the night.
Yeah.
Right? Now...
Sorry, when we invited you and you said yes, did you think you were up for an award?
No. I thought we were going to be sat round tables, having a nice bit of food, whilst people are going up there winning awards. Yeah. But 3 hours of the same thing over and over again. I mean, if a film's 3 hours in the cinema, you go, well, it's long, but, you know, I wonder how it's going to end. Yeah. But this was just like the same thing over and over again. Some guy going up, thanks a lot, cheers for the bit of brass. And then going down, sitting down, the same thing over and over again. Honestly, right, I'd say it was one of the worst things I've ever had to do. I enjoyed the night afterwards when we did have a bit of lamb and a nice bit of veg and that. That was all right, and I went home and I was happy, and I got the little freebie bag that you're talking about that we're giving away. Yeah. Which wasn't much good stuff in it.
Oh, all right.
Right.
No,
what would you have done on that Saturday night?
Suzanne
what would you have done or the Sunday night, rather? What would you have done had you been at home?
I would have stayed in with Suzanne, right? Watching telly, having a nice bit of pate on toast or something, cup of tea, watching 24. But instead, I had to buy an expensive suit, so I didn't show you up. Right?
Jesus, what are we doing?
Yeah. How much did you spend on your suit?
Well, in total, right, because, you know, the shoes and the suit and the shirt and the tie, it was about 600 quid.
That's the most expensive evening ever.
And that's what I'm saying to you. And the daft thing is, it's dark in there. I don't know why you've got to wear a nice suit.
You can't wear a tracksuit, for goodness sake.
It's dark in there.
No, just the shirt and that. It doesn't make you a better person wearing a suit.
No, doesn't make you a better person, no.
We're not claiming it made you a better person.
No, but that annoyed me.
Yeah. We should go in a competition who's the tastiest cartoon ever.
Well, actually,
I threw up Cheetara, I threw up Jessica Rabbit.
I've had some people contribute here on the email. We've got someone here, Dom, has emailed us. He's told us that for him, Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, popular choice. And
obviously this is one I've never quite understood. Wilma from the Flintstones. I've actually always felt that Wilma, I don't know, I just thought she was a bit...
No, not Wilma. Betty, surely.
Yeah, Betty.
Well, this is what I'm doing. Wilma, I mean, yeah, Betty, surely, but Wilma? No, I mean, she's quite homely. Betty,
come on, Steve, you wouldn't say no to Wilma.
No, I suppose not.
If it was
I'd be worried about Fred if he found out.
I'd hate to do it, you know.
I wouldn't want to do it to Fred. He's a good guy.
He is, isn't he? He's a bit of a chump. Whereas Barney, to be honest, I don't think he deserves Betty.
Do they both work in the quarry? Because, I mean, let's be honest, Fred, not a smart man. I mean, he obviously didn't come out of rock school with anything other than a couple of basic O-levels.
I know, but he's a hard-working, sound sort of guy.
They got a big house, they got like a TV, they got that bird thing.
Yeah. I be honest, if I was Fred, I would be a little bit disappointed that my kid does nothing, whereas Barney's can lift up sort of tall buildings. Sure. Bam, bam. He's a very strong... You know.
I mean, interestingly, Fred loves his job. He's always yabba-dabba doing at the end of the day.
He does
spend the whole day lifting rocks from one place to another.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't take that from that cat, though.
I would.
If a cat picked me up by the scruff neck and put me out, right, on the doorstep, I'd go mental. I'd get rid of it. It is a saber-toothed tiger, though, Carl, so it could rip him to shreds. It's not like a normal domestic cat you have nowadays.
You know when they go to the drive-in at the beginning?
Yeah.
And they order maybe some ribs.
Yeah, that
huge rib, and it tips the car over.
Yeah.
Was that her first day on the job? Because I've never been ordered before. Yeah, she'd have realised.
Yeah, we're out of pig. We've got brontosaurus rib.
Exactly.
And he goes, won't that knock the car over?
No, it won't.
I don't know.
Rick, can I tell you now? That was an accident waiting to happen.
It was really, wasn't it? Yeah.
And it did.
Oh, dear. Mind you, I went to Texas once, and I had some ribs, and it was like the Flintstones. It was huge. And not only did it look too much like an animal that I couldn't actually eat it, I don't know who could eat it. I mean, seriously, it was 2 foot long.
Yeah.
And all the it was like half a rib cage. And
it's incredible.
He said talking about Time Out. I said something about in Time Out, and he went, yeah, do you read that? I went, yeah, I read it, get it every week, yeah. He went, there's no point though, is there? He said, because it's like a telephone directory. You know, if you want to look something up, you look it up, but you'd never sort of browse the telephone directory. And I went, that's an interesting point. He went, although I did. When I was in Scotland, I just looked up how many Macs there were, and there was 42 pages of them. How bored are you in your hotel room in Scotland to suddenly start working out how many people start with Mac?
Were you sat in your room? There was nothing else that you could think of to do?
I've been working. It's when we did the show from, XFM did some stuff from Edinburgh.
Yeah. You were sat in your hotel room?
Sat in the room, waiting to sort of go out and get some food and that. sat there.
Why were you waiting to go out and get some food?
We're all going to meet up. We're going to meet up with, with Simon.
So you thought, I'm not going to switch the TV on. I'm not going to read a magazine.
The telly was on. Nothing was on. I wasn't impressed with anything that was on. So I'm looking around the room. I had a couple of the free shortbreads.
I love the fact he remembers. Yeah. He remembers a specific biscuit he had. Yeah. That's fantastic.
I had a couple of them, and then looked around. There was a Bible, and I thought, well, I know about that.
Yeah.
There's nothing in that I don't know. So got the phone book up, and immediately thought, there's a lot of Mac this and Mac that in Scotland. Macintosh,
Mac Daddies,
Macateer. There's loads of names. So I thought, I wonder how popular it is.
Just how popular it is.
42 pages of Macs.
Did you count how many pages there were?
Yeah.
Did you just work out from the numbers on the bottom of the page, or did you literally
I counted. Right. And
how many do you reckon are on a page? There's a lot in there. If someone could tell you approximately how many names they get on one page.
How long did it take you, this whole procedure?
What, the counting?
Yeah.
Not that long.
No,
it's 42 pages. It's not that much.
They're all together,
and what did you
luckily.
do once you digested that information? What did you do with that information? Did you tell
stored
people
it, haven't I? I mean, look, how long ago was the Edinburgh Festival?
I stored it along with the biscuit.
I'm working through a load of animals, right, that I'm finding out whether we need them or not, right?
Right.
Because, like, jellyfish, to me, I'm a bit puzzled by them. I don't really know why we need jellyfish, and I spoke to some expert.
Turtles eat them.
What?
Turtles eat them.
Yeah, I know, but do we need turtles? Do you know what I mean? It goes on and on, doesn't it?
We need humans.
Well, I mean, I might get to that bit, but I need to sort out the animals first. I've got a lot on. So the thing is, I've left the jellyfish. We know we need them, right? So octopus.
Yeah.
Right, I know they're pretty brainy.
Incredibly brainy.
A story that I heard, I don't know if it's true, but there was some science lab somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Where they had some octopus in it, and they had some crabs.
Yeah.
And at night, the octopus was like getting a bit bored on its own in the dark and that, and they sort of come alive in the dark, don't they?
Yeah.
They like the dark.
Yeah.
And the octopus had its eye on the crabs, and at night when it's dark, it was getting out of its little cage, crawling along the floor, getting in the crab's cage, getting them out and eating them.
I don't doubt it. We put jam jars with the lids on with crabs in, and they'll open the jam jar and...
You're joking?
Yeah.
Even I sometimes struggle with them.
Yeah, you don't do it... you don't do it really, really tight, but...
Oh, right, so they're not that clever then?
Well, they would, if they were strong enough, they'd open it, but they're just not that strong.
Oh, that's mad. Right, I also know that if they get hungry, they eat their own legs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're deaf.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't live very long.
They can squash themselves into small jugs.
Oh, yeah, they can go in a demi-john through the narrow neck and that.
Why do they need to do that?
Because they're the sort of crevices and holes that they're hunting for crabs and things through.
So, would they be better if they were smaller? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. But octopus then, if Noah said to you, we're having a clear out.
Yeah.
We've got too many animals to look after and that in the sea, taking up too much room.
Right.
Do we need them?
I think there's other less useful things in the sea than octopus. Limpets, they could go.
Limpets?
Yeah, they just sit on a rock and do nothing for 50 years.
But they're not getting in the way then. How big are they?
Oh, not very big.
Yeah, you see, I might come round to them, but I never think, I'm sick of seeing these limpets. Whereas octopus, crawling about, opening jam jars and that.
You'd never see them though, they're really rare.
Wow.
We get 2 or 3 caught a year, it's quite amazing.
Do we need them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we'll just have to keep them then.
I love that Carl can confuse a scientist.
Yeah, because all systems of logic break down.
I know, even the scientist was going, well, get rid of Olympics.
yeah. Who was that guy?
I think his name was Chris.
And where was he from?
In a place called Megavissi, where I went one year.
Megavissi.
And he's a scientist, is he?
I think he's got a fish shop or something like that.
He's got a fish shop?
No, he doesn't.
Well, like an aquarium type place.
Oh, right.
So
a fish shop.
It wouldn't
fish and chip shop.
It wouldn't be past him that he, a Winkle store. He's got a Winkle store at Poole Harbour.
Yeah, that's an expert.
What?
song with a story.
Okay, he's been working on this, hasn't he?
Hasn't he?
He's like a producer, isn't he?
Yeah.
But with a completely round head.
Just, you know, I was saying that, you were saying I don't like music, but I'm saying I do if I can hear what they're singing about, and there's a reason to sort of listen to it.
Have you turned into 50s dad? What is this?
No, but, you know, it's like, it's nice to have a song where you go, you know, I can't turn it off because I need to know how it ends. You know what I mean? It's like a mini...
Right. It's like a mini film. He can't sit through a film unless it's got a grotesque in it. He can watch The Elephant Man because he's getting a glimpse of this... He's waiting to see the bloke's face. That's all he's waiting for, right? And so 3 minutes is about as much as you can maintain his...
well, last week we did Babushka.
Yeah.
You know, that woman dressing up, sort of tricking her husband, then it sort of backfires and that. Don't know how it ended properly. I don't know if they split up or whatever. But this week...
There's no follow-up. Kate Bush isn't now penning the sequel. Right, go on then. So what's this week?
Pinball Wizard.
Right, okay, what's the story there?
It's about this sort of deaf, dumb and blind kid.
Right.
Who's good at pinball. That's it.
So I don't believe he would be good at pinball.
But even if he is, it's a lot to give up, isn't it? Just for that.
Well, he didn't give it up.
No, but it's not like, well, you can't even say to him, oh, you know, not bad news and that, but you're good at pinball. It's just a bit rubbish. I mean, does he even know he's playing pinball? Is what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? And it's not hard, it's just moving the thing, you know, just hitting the buttons hard.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, if he was good at Pac-Man or something, you go, oh, yeah. But
it wouldn't scan, would it? Well, I mean, what were they thinking of? What were the Who thinking of when they wrote this?
Well, let's have a listen to it.
But, you see, now being...
He's a Pac-Man wizard.
It kind of works.
Yeah.
He's deaf, dumb and blind, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty grim, isn't it?
It's rubbish, isn't it?
Well, don't say that. Oh, that's all right, I can't hear you.
No, but it is like, it's just the worst, isn't it? I can't imagine what that would be like. It's pointless. Like being a tapeworm or something, isn't it? It's just... No, but what I'm saying is, what sort of a life is that? It's horrible.
It is a bit like being one of those creatures deep in the ocean.
Well, look, can I just answer your questions? It must be terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, job done.
But would you want a song about it? And, you know, he's good at pinball.
But it's not a real person. You were getting onto the realms of people with disabilities. But he is not a bloke that existed they sang a song about.
Well, listen to it. Anyway,
Well, it's not a true story. I don't need to listen to it.
Let's have a listen.
Oh, okay. Pinball Wizard by The Who. A little song with a story there about a little deaf, dumb and blind kid. Thoughts, Carl?
I just, it's depressing, like I say. I don't know why. Is he enjoying playing the game?
I don't know, let's get Pete Townsend on the phone.
Carl, what are you talking about?
I'm just trying to...
Listen to the lyrics, right? Deaf, dumb, blind kid. He can't hear no buzz and bells. He can't see any flashing lights. He plays by sense of smell. Now, I'm pretty sure that isn't a scientific document Pete Townsend is reading out there when he wrote this song. He's making it up.
But the thing is, with all songs or stories, there's got to be a little bit of realism to it. What, do you know what I mean? Why bother putting money in it? Just let him hit the buttons if he's happy.
That's true.
That's a fair point.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
Yeah.
That is great. Yeah, well, I think you've made Daltrey and Entwistle and the whole crew look fools.
Yeah, they won't get fooled again.
Tell you what I did here last night.
Go on.
5 Live. They do like a review of what's gone on in the week. When we've been busy in the week, I haven't always got time to follow what's going on.
In the world, sure.
Someone's made a chicken with teeth.
What? For what reason?
Don't know, because they can.
Just because they can.
And like
So it chooses food.
Yeah.
They had a few guests saying, well, you know, where will it all end?
So you sure you weren't watching a Wallace and Gromit video?
No, seriously, right? They're doing it.
They're chicken with teeth.
Why would they spend millions researching?
What do you mean they've got a chicken with teeth? What do you mean there's a chicken with teeth?
Sounds mad, doesn't it?
What are you talking about, Carl?
That's what they've done. Do you know, like...
Why?
I don't know. They're just messing with science and that, and that's what the people were saying. Why are you doing that? Do you know what I mean? Where will it start? What's the next thing? They did the sheep. They did the cloning. Right?
The rat with an ear on its back.
Did that.
Can hear a mouse, cat coming, can't it?
What else were they talking about? They were talking about that sheep again, that cloning one.
Yeah, Dolly the sheep.
Do you think it's that clever? Well, they do all look the same anyway.
What's it got to do with its cleverness?
The fact that being cloned, is it? Do you think that's a good thing?
He doesn't think it's that impressive because they look the same anyway.
Right.
They could have just put any sheep in there and go, look, they're the same. Yeah. Brilliant.
So there was a programme, people were talking about
What are you talking about, a chicken with teeth?
It was the latest news. It was like all about the war and that, and I was like, yeah. And then it said chicken with teeth, and saying, hang on.
Your ears perked up.
Yeah, you didn't hear anything about the war, did you? That was like, they might have been speaking French, or just like whistles. And now, story about a chicken with teeth.
Yeah.
You stop washing up,
maybe someone can let us know, you know.
Oh, God, don't open the floodgates.
No, but I'm just saying I don't know the full thing. They just,
of course you don't.
Surprise.
They just touched on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, other stuff I did do proper research on in the week.
Go on.
Having testicles done.
having your testicles done?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Same magazine that was doing the hanky coverage. Letting you know what all that's about.
Sounds like a great magazine.
How can we get him as a pundit on these news shows like Newsnight? Do you know what I mean? Sky News.
On there, wouldn't he?
Just on there, just ask him what they think. Wouldn't that be amazing? Is there a producer out there that would take a chance on Pilkington? It's Pilkington, Raggy Omar, Ian Hislop, and they're a panel of people, and they just ask people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have your testicles made bigger.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, that's what I was asking. What's the point?
Well, the actual testicles, or do they just inflate your ball bag? Because you could do that, couldn't you? You could have some air injected so it was like a big... so they'd look bigger, but they'd rattle around inside, wouldn't they? Make a little noise, wouldn't it, when you're at... like manacas.
Like some kind of instrument.
Yeah. That was sort of like one of those African instruments. It's like a big sheep's bladder with all...
There's Pedro on the manacas.
Yeah.
Yeah, just stripped to the waist.
Yeah. With us hanging out. When you're sort of like... the neighbours would think, what's he doing? He's been playing those manacas all night. And really, you were...
Yeah.
You know...
Why the mouse with the ear on its back, go and keep it down.
Yeah, this is really loud to me.
Hey? Why would someone have that done then?
You brought it up.
Yeah,
well, presumably so that they could draw a little funny face on them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And you could let them down after the holiday, like you do a Lilo.
Exactly.
Just let them, yeah. On holiday, you're floating round, you know, like you're just in the sea with your big instrumental manacas, right? Just floating. You're having a whale of a time, like people playing it as they go past.
Exactly.
All right, Carl. All right,
Become a bit of a sort of local celebrity.
Yeah, look, there's Carl with his floating manacas, like a big jellyfish, right? Yeah. And then the end of the holiday, or Saturday.
If you've got a little pair of tight Speedos, it'll be like Jordan walking around.
And then you just like...
Just let them down when you come back.
Let the knackers down for the plane.
Yeah. Because apparently they do get bigger, don't they, as you get older? When you're an old fella.
No, I think they get lower. I think that's it, that testicles and breasts get lower.
Is that purely gravity?
I think so, yeah. Probably stretching a bit, innit?
So is it
wear and tear?
Is the old fellas who are walking about saying, "Oh, sick of these"?
They don't tread on them.
Well, that's why old people have always got to have a little sit down. You know, 100 metres.
Yeah.
Put them in the socks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or they can have them. I suppose you can have like a little ball lift. You can have a facelift, can't you? Have a little nip and tuck. Put on, or probably a facelift would help, wouldn't it? Because if you pull your face up.
That's going to bring the skin up.
Bring up a little bit, yeah. Don't go too far. You'll have a little knob as a tie. But you can, you can tighten stuff up.
Speak for yourself.
Steve with his kipper tie. That's a lovely tie you've got there, Steve. And you look so young. Yeah. What's that little sack underneath it? That little brooch. Well, wait. Playing with your little manacas all night, Carl. It's the film review, Carl. You just tell it from the heart. Tell us what you thought about the film, what you thought the...
Can I just ask, is this the first time you'd seen Gladiator? You'd never seen it before?
No.
Okay. And what were your thoughts?
Okay. The film review. Gladiator.
It's alright. Nothing great. It's like an old, sort of an old version of Rocky done in the olden days, really.
Right.
A bloke fighting other people.
Sure.
How sort of well known is the story? Do you reckon people know the basics?
Well, just very quickly, just do the plot.
Quickly. There's a guy called Max.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah. There's Caesar, and there's Caesar's kid, and Max goes to war, sort of wins it, comes back. Caesar says, "You're good at what you do. I wish my son was as good as you. So I want you to be in charge when I die." His kid finds out, a bit annoyed about it, kills his dad, because he don't want anyone to hear that he said that he wants him to be in charge.
Yeah.
So his kid gets in charge and thinks, "I'll show you. You're not going to be a king, I am. You're going to be a slave or something." And then, next thing you see is...
Sorry, can I just stop there? My only thought is the film's 3 hours long, so maybe we shouldn't go through the whole plot.
We've done the first 10 minutes, but go on. So, yeah, he's a slave and then...
Yeah, but then, that was an interesting bit that I thought, right? I mean, I was watching this with a girlfriend, she was already annoyed because she wanted to watch Friends on E4.
Okay. Yeah. It was a good episode as well this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
Okay.
Right, so she was annoyed and she said, "Come on then, put it on." And I got it wrong straight away, because it says on the back 149, so I thought that was an hour and 49 minutes. It turned out it was 149. No, I thought it was 1 hour 49.
Yeah.
But it was 149 minutes.
Sure.
So it overran anyway.
By 40 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, the interesting bit was where he was going across the desert on a horse. And I think to show you how long he'd been going across the desert on his horse, he's showing you a shot of the horse's knees and they were bleeding. And I just wondered whether that's what horses do if they run for a long time. Do you know?
I don't. Good.
Right, so anyway, so he goes on, he keeps going on like this. He's a slave, and then he has a fight at the end with the Caesar's kid, and he kills him. And that's how it ended.
Okay, good. What did you think of it? Just generally, what bits... What do you think was wrong with it?
Right, well, I've read up on it, and there's already a fact that is wrong.
Right.
Caesar's kid, he didn't actually kill his dad. His dad died of a natural death.
Right, in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, what's Caesar's kid's name? Comedian or something?
I think it's comedian, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from. A funny person is called a comedian.
He didn't actually get killed in real life by Max.
No.
He died by his sister poisoning him, and he didn't die. No.
Are you saying that this is not a historical document?
It's wrong.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, next week I'm giving you Braveheart, and that is actually true. That is factually accurate.
I can't handle it.
It is. It was a little Australian fella that helped him out.
Just for people who watched it, you know that the guy, Caesar's kid.
Yeah.
He died. His sister tried to poison him. That didn't work. Apparently, he was a gay fella, and his boyfriend, who was a wrestler, strangled him.
Where did you get this information?
On the internet. I thought I'd look it up to see how much of it I actually got right.
Yes.
And that's what I read.
Okay, so out of 10?
5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no good. I wouldn't get it out. And it's annoying the way it says, like, you know, this film's got to be seen at the cinema, because I saw it at home and I don't think I missed out on anything.
Very good point. I think that's probably the point they're making, but yours is valid too. We'll play a record, and after that I'm going to ask you about Rasputin, the Mad Monk. Go on then.
When things like that happen, right?
Go on, tell you, we cut short last week, weren't we? You had an amazing story about Neil Armstrong, didn't you?
Well, we've been doing quotes, haven't we, like famous quotes.
Sure.
Yes. I've, gone down in history.
Yeah.
And I was saying, quotes don't really matter. It's more the situation that you're in than the quote itself.
Go on.
So, like Neil Armstrong, if he'd have said,
tie bacon round your head.
I'm as happy as a pig in dust.
Yeah, that would have still gone down in history as like being the thing that Neil Armstrong said, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
space is driven in mental, probably would have been.
But he chose to say something profound and meaningful to befit the situation. He got it wrong. Actually, it's a small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But he was meant to say.
We discussed this last week. Stop showing off.
Well, No, but people might have listened last week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I can't imagine
Well,
people...
we better tell him every week then.
Yeah, but he said, he should have said, this is one small step for a man.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had a good effort, and that's quite...
And that's an example of what I'm saying. The fact that he got it wrong, but it still went down in history.
Right.
But anyway, the bit that... and it didn't happen anyway, did it?
What do you mean it didn't happen anyway?
That's what a lot of people say. That no one's actually been on the moon.
Ah, yes, of course.
They filmed it in Teddington Studios.
Well, they were saying something about there was shadow on the film, and you wouldn't get shadow on the film, and there's all sorts of things.
So, there are these people that you always quote as they.
Who are they?
Are they living in jars? Are they little fellas in jars?
Look,
Go on.
You know,
Do they appear to you in dreams?
I've spoke to different people about it, and there's loads of little things that if you watch that programme, that you know of them being on the moon, there is no way they could have done it.
Right.
Done.
Fine. Yeah.
Done.
Anyway.
That's put to bed.
Yeah.
But
Good.
anyway, as he was getting back in the spaceship on the moon, or whether it be a TV studio,
Yeah.
he said, "Good luck, Mr. Croucher."
Right.
Have you heard this?
No.
And the reason he said that was because when he was a young kid, and he was, I think it was Croucher, but when he was playing as a young kid in his garden, he was playing baseball with his mate, and he chucked the ball to his mate, and his mate hit the ball, and the ball went over the fence to the next door neighbour. Right, so he goes, right, I'll just nip over and get the ball. And as he was getting the ball, the window was open to his neighbour's house, and he heard like the woman shouting at her husband saying, "I'm not going to be giving you a bit rude, so if you've got a kid in the car or whatever, turn it down." What, yeah, that's covered that, yeah. Right.
Genius.
I'm not, no matter how many times you ask me, I'm not going to be giving you oral sex. The day I do that, man would have walked on the moon. Right?
Yeah.
He grows up, he gets on the moon, and he remembers all that story, and as he gets back in the spaceship, he says, "Good luck, Mr. Croucher."
Now, do you know, I have to say, I've heard that story before, but when I heard it, the woman said, the day I give you a blowjob is the day the boy next door walks on the moon, which makes it all the more profane
Impossible.
and enjoyable. Yeah, and unlikely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've heard the same story, Carl.
Yeah.
Look how pleased he is.
I love that.
Right, so not only have you remembered that anecdote, which may or may not be true, but of course you've also proven
The
that...
day I give you a blowjob, that kid in the garden's probably going to walk on the moon and say something about giant leaps.
Exactly.
But, you must have heard the thing that it never actually happened.
Yes, we've all heard
Yeah.
it. We've all dismissed it as nonsense.
And moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got on with our life.
Right, Carl. Now, again, I broke the rules in the week. I met up with Carl. I had lunch with him. And we were chatting and having a cup of tea. And it got onto one of Carl's favourite programmes, was the Tales of the Unexpected.
Ah, of course.
And all I can think is that he's probably the only person in Britain where they were unexpected. I mean, to him, when that twist came in, he'd go, "Gee, I can't..."
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can't believe
So it was the tree that did it. I mean, he was probably the only... And we were telling all these stories of horror, and he liked horror stories. And I told him this story. And I don't know if this will come across in the way, but I told him this story. It was a short. It was a horror short.
This was a film you saw, was it?
Yeah, yeah. And what it was, it started off, just there'd been a car crash. You see, it's a horrendous wreck. And you saw it from the point of view of the person in the car. And he was calling for his mate, and he was going, "Dave." And he sort of looked over and saw a body without a head that had been thrown. He goes, "Oh no, Dave, Dave!" And then into the field of view came Dave, his mate, and looked at him with a look of horror. And then it sort of went black, and you realised that he was just a head, and it had been his body.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And I said, then it came up at the end, at the executions in the French Revolution, people experience consciousness for, and he went, "Oh, no," he said, it wouldn't be for that long. And then he went, "If it was a chicken, it would work." Imagine remaking that film, but it's two chickens in a horrendous car crash.
Their own fault for driving.
It would work. No, he wasn't having that.
Yeah.
No, it was too long. I think he said, "How long was this film?" I went, "Oh, no, 5 minutes." He went, "No." It would work if it was a chicken.
I like the way that Carly is something like, when you relate an incident like that, he's appalled and offended and annoyed by the people that made it, even though he's never seen it.
Oh, he's annoyed, yeah.
Do you have a favourite Tales of the Unexpected, one that you remember particularly that shook you up?
Yeah, we were talking about the one on where there's some woman in prison. Have you seen that one?
I can't remember them all.
Right. This woman's in prison.
Yeah.
And she gets a bit friendly with the guy who takes the dead bodies out.
Right.
And he said, I can get you out of here. He said, what you've got to do, right? You've got to, I don't know, at midnight...
When you hear the bell toll, that means there's been a dead body.
Yeah, there's been a dead body. So what you got to do is go into like the place where all the dead bodies are, get in the first coffin on the right, and then I'll come along and carry you out, and you can run away and escape.
Yeah.
Right. So she goes, yeah, all right then. So she hears the bell go.
I'll bury you, right, and then I'll come back later and dig you up.
Right.
Yeah, but
that's the point.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Trust me, Carl, it really matters.
Okay. Listen, I don't know if I'm going to ruin this for people at home.
Yeah.
Can I just skip to the end? I would imagine that she gets buried and he doesn't come back, and she has to get buried alive.
Better than that. So she gets in the coffin, and she's lying there for ages.
She's buried.
She can feel a bit of movement going on, so she's obviously, being carried somewhere, so she's thinking, this is it, I'm getting out. And she's lying there for ages and thinking, why isn't someone coming and lifting the lid off this? Do you know what I mean? Letting me get out. So she's really bored. She gets a lighter out, right? Lights it to have a look at who she's lying on. It's only the fella who said he'd help escape.
Oh.
How bad is that?
That is... How bad is that?
So it is quite important that she's buried alive then, isn't it? In retrospect, you realise that the jeopardy is that she's buried alive and can't get out.
Yeah.
It makes it so much worse, doesn't it, than just like lying in the morgue and going, actually, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work.
Look at Carl's face. Having told that, he's so pleased. His face is lit up. He's beaming like a child.
If you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
One that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? I went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So,
do you work for them? Because that was a pretty big sell.
Well,
you could work that into quite an advert, I imagine.
I'm 30 now. I can only remember being off 2 times.
Oh, his memory's going as well. You had some time off.
And both of them were when I was at school.
What's school?
One when it was windy.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
But to be honest, Carl, that lasted for 7 years. Your time off at school.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
Were you windy, or was it windy outside?
No, it was like when...
Your auntie wasn't out the window, was she?
When the winds were bad in the 70s, and my mum said, oh...
Whoa. What? I remember space operas and flares. I don't remember the winds being bad in the 70s.
Well, my mum just said, you might get blown into the road, so don't do that.
She had so much faith in you, didn't she? As a human being.
Is that why she got fired from the pie shop? I'm not coming in today, I might get blown into the road.
God.
The funny thing it was, right, Steve, they had this thing going at school, because a lot of people used to wag it back then.
Used to what?
Wag it, sort of not go in.
Yeah. Right.
And they sort of tried to make it interesting for you by giving you an
education.
A certificate if you did a full week.
Reward for the rest of your life with achievement. That sort of carrot.
And also, like, let you go home at 3 o'clock on a Friday.
Right.
If you'd done a full week and that.
Yeah.
So it was lovely weather all week. Then it just sort of changed on a Friday. And I got up and it was all windy.
It was always windy for Friday on the 7th, isn't it?
Don't, if you don't go in, because, you might get blown into the road and that. So I said, all right, then I'll stay off. And,
so why did you told you to hold on to a fence or walk you there? What's this? Don't go out.
Immediately give up.
I love this getting blown into the road. Is that based on your cats that kept getting blown into the road?
Well, so I got to school on the Monday, right? And the teacher said, right,
a long time.
Today, to punish you, you're the only one who wrecked the whole week, right? Everyone else came in, you didn't. So everyone else is going home at 3 o'clock today, but you're not.
Brilliant. Serves you right. And
I wasn't bothered though. It was great because I said, well, you'll have to stay with me, won't you? And it was great. So all I did for half an hour was doodle and stuff. It was great that afternoon.
Yeah.
And that was ages ago. That was like when I was about 8. And that's one of the times I was off ill.
Yeah.
So it was,
but that wasn't even ill. That was wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the defence.
Here's an email from Scott Coomer. He says, Karl is actually right. I've got an A-level in statistics and probability. It doesn't matter how long they have and how many monkeys you have. You cannot guarantee they would type the complete works of Shakespeare. Infinity makes it probably they would get it right, but not definite.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
No, you weren't saying, Karl. You don't understand it. Infinity sort of sorts it out. But if they do anything, they nearly do everything, won't they?
No, I mean, they'll give it a good shot.
No, that's not the point. But the
I'd
point
be
is
surprised if they did one page right.
Right, listen, it's not to do with consciousness. It's not to do with them aiming.
They are just bashing away at the keyboard.
It's like they're used to show that there isn't consciousness. They chose the chimpanzee because it can type, presumably, hit the keyboard.
It's because they hadn't come across you at the time.
Yeah. It's to take out thought out of it. It's to take out reason and trying, right? It's just random. They're saying that if you typed enough things, if a computer was left typing everything, if you left it for an infinite amount of time, and they chose Shakespeare because there is meaning behind it, and it's difficult to get it exactly right, to show you that Infinity would come up with it's not just Shakespeare, it's every novel. It's everything.
Fairly eloquent there from Gervais. A quick riposte, please, from Karl Pilkington.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't understand, if it hasn't read it, then how does it know where it's going?
God.
Bless him.
Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Alf?
No.
He wasn't a proper uncle, right? But it was just one of me dad's mates and that. And he was getting on a bit. He must have been about, 60, which is pretty old when you're younger and that. And he was the same. He used to always wear a suit and that. But he was never in good nick. It was always like a rough suit, but it doesn't matter. He's still, making half the effort and that. Yeah. And he used to sleep in a dinghy. Right, Uncle Alf.
What? In his house?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, in a flat, he's in like a little bed sit. Because he only had a little bed sit and he was into boats and stuff. So he had this
Two birds with one stone.
Had this little dinghy, had a little flat, thought, well, it's tight space and that. He had a dinghy as a bed, and he had two tellies, right? He had two tellies, one that the sound worked on, the other one only the vision worked. So if you wanted to watch a programme,
you had to turn both on.
Put them both on like BBC One, turned one up and watched the other one.
Wow. That's extraordinary.
From his dinghy?
Sat in his dinghy.
That is brilliant.
It was an inflatable dinghy, it wasn't like a wooden...
Yeah, an inflatable one, big inflatable one.
Did you ever go around and visit him?
Yeah, now and again.
Was it weird seeing a 60-year-old bloke in a suit in a dinghy inside watching two tellies?
It's weird at the time, I thought.
Which of the TVs stopped working properly first? I mean, did he... let's say the sound went on one of them. Yeah. Did he carry on watching the other one, hoping... the other one was fine.
No, he went and got a new telly, and then the vision went on that, and he went, oh no. He went, hold on though.
Wait a minute.
I've got another telly in the wardrobe that I haven't used.
Can I just remind you, when we were in the office recently, we've got a little office that we write in, we work in, and many moons ago, we were doing some work. This was when we were writing the first series of the office, and I was typing away. I was just typing something up we'd written, and I read it back to Ricky, just check he was happy with everything. I was reading it back, and as part of the thing, there was a knock in the script. It said, knock, and I was acting out for him, and I knocked like this, and I realised he wasn't listening. He was in fact asleep underneath his desk, and I knocked like that as part of reading the stage directions. I knocked. He thought someone was coming in. He leapt up, plunked his head, zipped up, thought someone. I said, Rick, it's not. I'm just acting it out for you. He just wasn't paying attention. He wasn't listening. And can I just draw in? So recently we're in another office. We're typing away. I look round. He's got his shirt off.
It was hot.
He's taking his shirt off, right? So he sat there, 41-year-old man, or whatever you are, 40-year-old man, there with his shirt out. Beautiful. I mean, I've seen most parts of your body now, at one point or another. I think from the early days when we used to work at XFM, you started showing me bits of your anatomy, which is something he does to people he likes, friends of his. I'm sure you've seen most of it, Karl.
No.
And so,
it's not that sort of relationship.
He was sat there, and there was a knock at the door because we'd asked someone who worked in the building to bring us something, and so I had to delay it by sort of not opening the door so he could get his shirt back on.
Yeah.
So he was running around trying to get his shirt back on.
So what would they have thought? What would they have thought?
They'd have walked in, he'd have just been sat there, stripped to the waist.
Didn't they sort of think, hang on, what's going on? Look through the keyhole.
No.
No. It was ludicrous, because as they came in, he was flustered and he kind of was just leaning against the window, just looking like... I often stand here with my My shirt back to front.
I was getting like Bernard Manning. You see Bernard Manning, whenever he goes into the house, he has to go upstairs to take his trousers off. I'd love that. The fact that in your house, you've just got your pants and your vest on. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, but it's all the time. It's not just, I mean, you haven't done that with me, taking your clothes off and that yet. But, like, last night we were sat in the pub and I was saying, right, you know, let's not even worry about new features then. Let's get the current ones, you know, going.
Like what?
Good. Like, the one that I was trying to work out, the cheeky freak of the week.
Think of that!
Yeah, but
Think of that, though, as a normal conversation.
Yeah, I'd looked online, right? I didn't find that much. I found, actually, I'll tell you what I found later. Brilliant. We're looking for them, right? And then at one point, I think you said to me, go and, you know, what about the Guinness Book of Records?
Yeah,
you know, they'll have, like, the best freak in the world or whatever.
Yeah, ever.
So I said, yeah, bring one in. Now, you've got one at home.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
But you couldn't be bothered carrying that in today, so I had to go out of the pub that I was at.
Yeah.
Nip into Borders.
Yeah.
Buy a Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
Out of my own money, $18.99.
Yeah.
Bring it back, and then you said, I don't know if I want to do this feature. So it cost me 20 quid for that. I had to buy a video for Silence of the Lambs film clip. I'm actually out of pocket at the end of this.
But do you want to work with me is the thing. If you want to work with... people would pay that sort of money to work with me, Carl. You're a lucky bloke. Think how many people think, Carl, he gets to drink and sit.
Yeah.
Well, you making a cup of tea and I surprised, didn't I? Little surprises.
You know, last night, do you know when I left the pub in a bit of a mood because I just fed up with not getting anything done?
Yeah.
Walking down the road, I was thinking, how can I get out of this? How can I stop having to work with them? I'm thinking, I wonder if I leave, I wonder if they'll be funny and they'll go, and then my boss will be giving me stick. And I'm thinking, how much notice have I got to give out? And all this is going through my mind. I'm walking home and I got in, said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. And I was like, yeah, but how big does the kitchen need to be? I was saying, do we need a big kitchen? Can we get a small one? Have we got enough for a small kitchen? Do we need so many cupboards? Can we just have wood instead of steel?
As seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right.
Got some good prizes?
Absolutely, yeah, we'll talk about those later. Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Carl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
And also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion, I think it was your error.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research. Yeah. It was my fault. I've made an error. Yeah. It is a Valance.
Okay.
And I know about Valances. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them. Yeah. Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. Yeah. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So...
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
She just got Valances around everything now.
Yeah. Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valance around that.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So, that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
It's great.
So everything's got a Valance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll put a Valance around your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes. Lest our listeners forget. Farted for 5 minutes. Called his mum, saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into the fart.
My mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped.
She couldn't time it because there was a Valance over the clock.
Yeah,
she used to annoy her when she was on the phone and you put her off seeing the time. She was guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't making a noise. It was just.
Oh, it wasn't making a noise.
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So there you
That's
go.
fantastic. Well, we started off with a new one, a little bit of Foo Fighters. We like new and old on this show, don't
Indeed, we like to mix it up.
I'd like to play the Smiths from their debut album, I Don't Owe You Anything. Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Don't be nervous. We might see a difference in Karl. He's a little bit shy. There's someone here from the BBC filming this, part of that celebrity boxing thing. The Fight, I think it's called, and they want to get a little clip of this, so we're going to let them film for a minute, and then they're going to go away. Is that all right, Karl?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on camera, do you? Do you?
I think it ruins radio, doesn't it? Do you know
Well,
what I
not
mean?
for the people listening, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does, because people are like, oh, he sounds like a bit of a looker.
What, you?
Yeah. And then they'll see it on the telly, and they'll go, God, yeah, his head is round.
It is round, though, isn't it?
So,
guess what? I got a call yesterday. You'll love this, Steve. From MTV, and they were wondering if they could screen test Karl.
That's outrageous.
I'm loving it, and I was going, yeah, and I said, yeah, it's fine. I'll come down with him, and I was saying, what about this and that, and they were loving it. I called him up, he went, oh no. I went, why not? He went, well, I'm looking at my reflection now in the mirror. He said, I shouldn't be on the telly.
What would you wear for your screen test, Karl? What kind of look would you try and cultivate? Because you've got to bear in mind that the audience out there, they don't know what you look like. So, would you be a snappy dresser like, say, Jonathan Ross, or would you go for your kind of street cash look?
Can't wear a suit.
You can't wear a suit?
Don't hold it well. So, I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll probably wear my woolly hat, because that takes some years off me.
It does. He looks about 10 with a woolly hat on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
is it quite a cool woolly hat, or has it got a bobble?
Charcoal, I'd say it's the in colour.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll probably wear me anorak.
Right.
Oh, he's going for the. He's going for glam. He's going for quite a glam look.
Well, no one else
dressed
has done
for a jumble sale. Wow. Yeah.
But I'm not that happy about it all, to be honest.
Are you going to do it? You're not going to do it?
Well, I'm sort of stuck in the middle, because throughout my life so far, I've never planned for anything, right? It's just always happened.
Yeah.
The time, you know what I mean, being in plays at school, never planned it, but when I did it, I went down a storm.
It was a triumph, yeah, we all remember that.
So,
as I remember, you did Little Donkey.
Did Little Donkey, yeah.
And then later, someone was filming at the back. Was it your dad's mate?
My dad's mate, well,
Yeah, and on the camcorder, he listened to it back, watched him playing it. His dad says, just off camera, what does he say?
I don't want to say it because I'm in charge of the show and I'd be irresponsible.
He looks like a right twat.
So
he gets home, listen, watching that, and then here's his dad just off camera go, he looks like a right twat.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you worried about? Your dad saying that?
Can I just interject? Because I'm really worried about this idea of Karl being on MTV. Because the problem is that, let's be honest, Rick. I mean, we're getting by the skin of our teeth, aren't we? Really, it's only Karl that's keeping this afloat.
Yeah.
And if he gets on MTV and the world sort of gets a sense of him and they understand him, and he won't be ours anymore. We won't be able to control him. It'll be out there. It'll be in the.
Well, that's the thing. No, that's the thing. That's the terrible thing, though, isn't it? It's like Karl is my pet, but I realise I've got to release him into the wild. And because I love him, I know he's got to go free.
Sure.
But I want to.
It's like Kez. Maybe someone will beat him to death, and we won't have to worry.
I'll have you on, though. I'll have you on as a guest. Which gets me on to something we've got coming up today.
Oh, yeah, he's got a new idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, like, I've talked about ghosts, and we had that good discussion the other week walking to Piccadilly Circus Station, and I was telling you about ghosts, and you were saying, Karl, don't be an idiot, and all that. Spoke to a woman in the week, done a little interview with her.
You've done a little interview?
Done a little interview, 2 minutes or so, with a woman who's got ghosts in her house. So
I look forward to hearing that later. That sounds brilliant.
Coming up later.
Well, I'm going to play a classic tune now. I've just gone straight for it. I've gone for the jugular. This is Ziggy Stardust.
As we're having so much fun with penises, I thought perhaps I should just mention...
That's a slogan.
We should just mention this story, briefly. It's in the paper today. A Russian is selling what he claims is Hitler's mummified penis for £12,000.
Yeah.
Ivan Zadurprov says his ex-Red Army soldier dad hacked it off as a souvenir after storming the tyrant's Berlin bunker after his suicide in 1945.
Yeah. Not. Why did he wait till now? He's found out that that might get a bit of £12,000.
Which doesn't seem a great deal. Doesn't seem a great deal of money, really.
Well, it's useless, isn't it?
True.
You're not going to be able to use it. It's not going to be able to. It's not going to be a donor. Imagine that if you walked round.
You'll never. making love to a girl. You'll never believe who this is.
Yeah. You never believe who's doing you, love.
Exactly. This is going to freak you out.
This is, just relax.
Exactly.
Okay, sit down now. Was that
I got
all
a
right?
little surprise for
It was
you.
brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah, so you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right. Are
you
you
know
a fan of the Third Reich?
Exactly.
Well, no, awful racist. Okay, let's go a different tack.
Yeah.
You did like the sex. I love the sex. Okay then. Yeah, it's not going to be Hitler's knob, is it?
But I like the idea that, I mean, you're a you're in the Red Army.
Yeah.
You've just stormed Berlin.
Yeah.
1945. You crash into the bunker.
You've gone through terrible. How you've lost 20 million comrades.
Unbelievable.
Oppression
It's been
everywhere.
going on for years.
You're in there. You see the man.
Here he is. He's dead.
He's dead.
The figurehead and leader of one of the most despicable.
You turn to your friends. There's a tear in your eye.
Yeah. And your immediate thought is, I ought to chop off his todger.
Yeah. Well, no, I said Bagsy. I said
Bagsy is Winkle.
I said Bagsy is Winkle outside. Whoever it was. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be Hitler. Brilliant.
It's just, I can't, it just doesn't make sense. It's ludicrous. And I don't know how is he expecting to prove this? Because I want some proof.
Well, I think that's why he said that. He probably started off with, I've got Hitler's face. And they went, brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at it. What do you mean let's have a look? Well, just check his Hitler's face. Obviously I know what he looks like. Oh yeah. No, it's not. You know what no, it's not his face. What wouldn't you know what it looked like? Well, I mean, no one's ever seen his genitals. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
I've got his.
It's got a little swastika on it.
Is that proof, is it?
Yeah, little
Have you got his ball? Well, no, the Albert Hall's got one, his mother's got the other, so I don't know.
See, the Albert Hall, I would have thought, would probably be paying that £12,000, because apparently they've already got his ball.
Yeah, they got one of his balls.
They got one of his balls in the Albert Hall, his mother's got the other.
Yeah.
But if they got the Todger
if they can track down the one his mother's got, they would have a complete set of Hitler's.
I'm just hoping it doesn't fall into the hands of some kind of crazed genetic scientist.
What, I could clone it from his knob?
Could clone Hitler.
Back to, I don't even want to think about the future if that's the sort of way we're going.
Exactly.
If that's the sort of way we're going, Carl, I'd rather not know about it.
What do you make of it, Carl?
Weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
The ancient Babylonians had What?
And just stop you there. What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst. What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, we'll work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton.
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, alright? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, because it's your special day and I want you to have a great time today, we're going to do Rockbusters
if you cheer up, miserable. He just got ratty then. Don't push it on my head. Don't put it on my head.
Right, what were you trying to put on my head?
I was trying to put a pear on your head to knock it off with a ball, like William Tell, but it was because your head is so round and the pear was round, I tried to flatten it a little bit, and I didn't know it was a juicy pear. So I thought it'd be like just to crush it a little bit, and then he went mental because he had juice running down his face.
Oh.
Why is it my fault? The pear's a faulty pear.
Exactly.
Get proper fruit in here. It worked with the apple.
That was fine.
And then he gets ratty with me.
Okay, let's not waste any time with Rockbusters. let's whip through it.
Just whip
no
through it.
one's
Just do the
interested,
clues, quickly. Quick, go, Rockbusters. Right, go.
Right, the first clue.
Yeah, hurry up, faster.
All the police cars are on fire.
All the police cars are on fire. What's the initials?
BS.
BS, all the police cars are on fire. Good. What's the next one?
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah, okay, what's the initials for that?
DB.
Right, okay. Okay, yeah. Right, go on then.
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah, well, what's the initials there?
B.
Brilliant, okay.
Give them again quickly, because I didn't quite catch the second one, but go from the top.
All the police cars are on fire.
Yeah, that's BS.
BS.
Yeah.
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah, okay.
DB.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah.
B.
Okay, then, brilliant. Okay, now, Carl, you going to cheer up now? Email only, Ricky Gervais at virgin.co.net. Radio 1 Roadshow. Smiley Miley.
Smiley Miley's mileage game. If anyone remembers that, I mean, here's a man, right, whose job, Smiley Miley was not a DJ, lest we forget. Smiley Miley was the guy that organised the vans that carried the equipment to and from the road shows. Because he was such a crazy personality.
Because he smiled a little bit.
Exactly.
He got recognition, Carl. Longevity, lots of money, and lives where he wants to live. The town that he wants to live in. Why don't you just enjoy the town that you've chosen to live in, because it's so good? London. What towns have you been to? Have you travelled at all?
I've been about a bit, yeah.
Right, okay, then what towns did you like? Okay, forget Manchester. That's safe. You like Manchester. Right, I'll do the big three.
Shouting.
London, New York, Paris. Okay, you don't like London, even though you live here. Got flats here. Good, excellent. That makes sense. Have you been to New York?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's an amazing city, isn't it?
I like it. It's just noisy, it's smelly.
Right, it's the city that never sleeps.
I'm not surprised with all the racket and that.
Paris, the city of love, the most romantic city in the world.
Not really. I remember seeing an old woman in McDonald's in there, and it put me off. That's where that thing happened, where the old woman was.
What did it say? Tell us.
We talked about it before. The old woman in McDonald's.
Yeah, what happened?
She was sat in the corner there with her legs open, no knickers on. All right.
Oh God!
That's Paris.
Did that put you off your cheeseburger?
Next city, where next?
Have you been to, I don't know, the most beautiful city, Venice?
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
It's good?
No.
Why?
Because they sell it to you as if it is a romantic city.
Where did you see it sold?
No, I saw it on, when I was growing up, right? Remember 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
It used to be one of the star prizes on there.
Right.
And they'd say, let's show you the video, let's see what you're going to, let's see where you're going to be loving it for a couple of weeks. And they'd show you this scene of, like, the gondolas.
Yeah.
And all the city lit up at night.
Yeah.
Like a man and woman sat on a boat, loving it and stuff.
Yeah.
I went there, bin bags everywhere.
Play a record.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Play a record.
It's London.
That
flooded.
is Wish You Were Here with Karl Pilkington.
All right.
It's London flooded.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Stop. On XFM. Carl's back. He's cheering up a little bit. Because I think he's vented his spleen a little bit on cities around the world that aren't as good as Manchester. So, is any of your family left in Manchester? Because they all moved away, didn't they? You came here. Your dad's moved to Wales, for Christ's sake. Well, your family are all around the... Brother joined the army. Get anywhere. Just take me anywhere.
I don't know where he is.
His sister's moved away, so no
Ireland.
one... Yeah, there you go, you see? So, that's just one family. That's one family who love Manchester.
Exactly.
All right?
Tell you what, Steve.
Go on.
Look what I did find out in the week.
Yeah.
World record, right? Person with the longest trump.
With the longest what?
Wind. Fart.
Right.
Right? 2 minutes 42 is the world record.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm immediately thinking about a relative of yours who I'm sure did longer than
Who
that.
still lives in Manchester.
Auntie Nora.
Now, Auntie Nora did it for 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Start fight for 5 minutes. But, unfortunately, she was the only person in the room. Whereas I think, which one's alive, Ross or Norris McWhirter?
I don't know, actually.
He has to be there.
Yeah, I think he actually has to
He'd
be
have
present.
to be there.
Would you want to be there?
Well, he'd have sort of equipment, looking at his watch, going, finish, you go, yeah, he goes, well, that was 4 minutes.
Did she go from like a size 10 to a size 6?
Did
she show some old dresses?
Like a hovercraft.
Exactly.
In a big dress.
Yeah.
Just slightly off. Yeah. So, it has to be invigilated.
But again, you know, how was the Guinness Book of World Records one invigilated? I mean, who was supervising that? Who was
He said,
monitoring
I can fart for 2 minutes. They went, well, we've got to see this. Went round. And, he just probably let it rip. It's probably circular breathing. He's probably sort of sucking in air and swallowing it as he's going. And it's a continuous one, isn't it? It's not like... Yeah.
I mean, it said, you know, that's how Nora's happened. Me Auntie Nora. She had a little bit of wind. It went on for like 2.5 minutes.
Sure.
That's when she called me ma'am.
As it was still going on.
And said, there's something not right here.
I'm
and,
leaking.
She said, oh, can you send your dad round? You know, my dad.
Yeah.
Sent to me mum.
With a cork.
And
with a lighter. I think this would be the best one
I
ever.
want to show the kids something.
He said, I'll be there in a bit, get the windows open. But what it was down to, because I was talking to
Is
my
she
mum
the
and
one
dad
with the
about
split tennis ball?
Yeah.
We're not talking about that again.
I was talking to my mum and dad about it, saying, you know, why do you think it happened and that? And it's because she never chucks food away, right? And she'll sort of mash it all up. And she's got all these ice cream tubs in the fridge that are just full of
Cabbage water.
old mashed up food.
Really?
And she prepares everything. Right, she doesn't work, she's retired now, she's got nothing to do all day, but everything's got to be ready
Still
for her.
calls in sick.
Do you know what I mean? Everything's got to be done. Even though, if you're going round to her house and you're going there for tea, it's like, what time are you coming? And it's like, well, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, you're
Well, no,
late,
I need
because you're
to
late
know,
when you
I
have to
need
meet
know.
us at 5 or 6.
Do you know what I mean? That's what...
So, sorry, when you say she mashes up food, she literally takes the remnants of a dinner, could be sort of some...
Anything.
And just smashes it all up into a...
Yeah.
And then what does she do with it?
Put it in the fridge, and she's got it in the fridge, it's like January, February, March, she's got all these ice cream boxes that are just full of...
But she doesn't... She reheats it and eats it.
Oh, then she,
I
puts it in
thought
a
she was
pan.
just keeping it as a souvenir of each meal she'd had.
No, put it in a pan, warm it up.
Oh,
and that's what it
grotesque.
is, it's just...
A lot of vegetation, is it?
Yeah.
Why has it only happened once, or does she save it up once a year, just let it go?
I don't know. But she is mad,
Yeah, she sounds potty.
She doesn't answer the phone anymore in case there's a burglar. Checking if she's in. It's like, well, answer it and then they'll know you are in and they won't come round.
Yeah.
Mental.
Well, they can't be sure then, can they?
What do you mean?
Well, if there's no, I go, well, maybe it's someone just... They are in, but they're hiding. Whereas if Auntie Nora goes, it's Auntie Nora, we can she'll be farting. We can sneak in when she does a loud one. Because we'll be aware of the telly. What's stopping it? It's got a valance round it. It's got caught on the cat.
So have we got a recap on Rockbusters?
No, just do has anyone got the right answers? Has anyone got the right answers?
Let me just check here. Here's one from someone who just says, he's given an answer. Answer to number 1, I. Number 2, don't. Number 3, care.
Right, okay. Is he close? Has anyone got 3 answers?
I can't find one with 3 answers.
So, again, you've done something wrong, Carl.
No. No.
This isn't radio. Play a record.
There you go. Someone's got it.
Give it to them.
Fine. Okay, give us the clues again. We'll give the answers straight away.
Yeah.
No fanning around.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really pointless.
Number 1.
Yeah.
All the police cars are on fire. BS.
Yeah. What was that?
I can think of something.
Go on.
Blazing Squad.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Right. The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah.
That's Dan Yell Bedingfield. Right?
Danielle
We're never-
Bedingfield.
Right, we'll never let him do this again.
I told you I washed my hands of it.
I know, but I
Why
just
did you
thought...
let him? Why do you...
Because he was grumpy.
But this is what happens. Look what's happened. Danielle Bedingfield. That's what happened.
The director of... So Danny Boyle, so Dan, right, all that for Dan, but shouting about being... Dan Yell Bedingfield, right? What's the last one?
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah?
Beyonce.
What does that mean?
Beyonce. He wants to be on the sea.
Play record. You're never doing it again. You just
can't-
signed your death warrant.
What have we
You're
done?
never doing Rockbusters again. And if Monkey News is about that, we ban that as well.
We've
And we're
unleashed it.
serious this time.
So Joe in Catford. Stuff off to you.
Oh, I can't believe what
Look
we've
at
done.
it, he's doing the shout out.
There you won. Well done on that.
What have we done, Rick? What have we done?
It's a thing that uses sort of metaphor, analogy, just to explain sort of morals. I mean, they're very old for a start, and it's all. I'll give you an example of one. A quick one. Oh, the one about the dog with 2 bones. He goes to a dog's got a bone. He sees a reflection in the lake, and he thinks, "Oh, that dog's got a nice bone. I'll have that." And as he goes to get that one in the reflection, he drops the one he's got, and that's one about, you know.
I think
You
I
have
was,
with your
I
lot.
was told one when I was younger.
Go on.
I think it was one. This young lad, he's got a dog, right, and he sort of is about 8 years old, and this dog, he's had it since he was about 4, and it's a bit tired now, and he chucks sticks for it, and it doesn't go for it, and he's saying to his mum, "Oh, I want a new dog because this one's useless. It doesn't do what, it doesn't have any fun with me." So they say, "Oh no, but Rover's a good little dog. You should look after it." And he's like, "Oh, I don't like it. I want a new one." So they buy him a new puppy. and it's running around, yapping about, and he's loving it, and he's playing around with it in the grass. And then one day he goes to the park and he's messing about and rolling about with it, and he falls into the lake, right? And the little puppy's like yapping at him, and he's going, help me, the little dog's yapping. And then the old dog comes and gets his collar, and it pulls him out of the lake, and he goes, oh God, why did I forget about you? You're the better dog. And he loved that one again rather than the puppy.
I got a feeling that was Lassie.
Well, yeah, that was an episode of Lassie. What's the moral? What's the moral there, Carl? What's that telling? What's that explaining through analogy?
Sort of, don't forget the old.
So look after old people. Good.
Just talking earlier about teachers, weren't they? Have you got any amusing anecdotes about teachers or anything around that subject?
I didn't go to school that much.
Go on.
When I did, it was, I was telling Suzanne about it the other day how she goes out with me now and she thinks I'm great. She's lucky what she's got. So. No, she's done well.
Yeah.
Right? But I was the sort of kid who she would have hated at school because I never had, like, a pen.
Oh, yeah, I know what sort you are. Never a pencil case or any stuff?
I'd start off the term, I would, and have, like, a brand new carrier bag with my stuff in.
Brand new carrier bag,
classy.
And,
well, you've got to have somewhere to put the stuff you've nicked from Woolworths in, haven't you?
Right, so that'd be there. But then by the time, like, a couple of weeks down, I'd put my pen down, I would have lost it, and... Then I'm sort of going around saying, can I borrow a pen?
You didn't try sticking up your nose, it's not still lodged up there.
It's not, no. But the funny thing with, like, you were talking about teachers and stuff.
Were you disruptive? Were you a disruptive kid? Were
not
you
really.
Causing trouble?
No, not really.
He wouldn't cause trouble. He was terrified of the boss here, wasn't he?
No, it's not that. It's just that, what's the point in winding people up? I find it quite annoying if people do that. So I don't wish it up on anyone else.
Why do you wind Steve up then? Sometime?
I don't wind him up.
You do. You have done, but no, come on, let's not argue. We're getting on well then. Come on, Carl.
And like the teachers, because I'd lived on this estate, right? Loads of stuff used to get nicked and go missing and what have you.
Blackboards.
And their way, no, like the telly and the video,
really?
and stuff like that, and the projector thing and all that. So the way they used to try and find it, right? My little conspiracy, because I'm good at them.
Yeah,
What they used to do is set your own work and say, right, draw like a bird's eye view of your house, right? But draw everything you've got in your house in it as well. So if you've got, if you've got anything in the loft, make sure you draw it.
Right. So kids would come in with overhead projectors.
Well, that was the idea, I think, behind
guns.
Yeah.
They were
and the aircraft guns in the shed.
So the picture you did for your home, presumably...
Got nothing from me.
Nothing.
I didn't do it.
I'm not. He used to hand it in, empty house. I'm not a grass.
Yeah.
And nor the illegal immigrants living in the kitchen.
Just a picture of your Auntie Nora.
Yeah. What's that? Is that? Have you been stealing tennis balls?
Yeah.
No, that's not a split tennis ball. That's my Auntie Nora's.
But what about all the stuff? Didn't you have to draw all the stuff that your father had nicked? All the stuff,
Listen.
I've had an email here from Graham, Old Kent Road. He just says, I had a dream about Carl last night. Can I sue? I've no idea what he looks like apart from the boldness, and yet he turns up in the middle of my dream. I don't need this, it's harassment.
Yeah.
But people are having dreams about you now, Carl. It's like you're one of something that was created by the Brothers Grimm.
I had a dream. When people used to have anxiety dreams, they had like an exam or something, like you suddenly go to school and you realised, oh my God, you didn't have your trousers on, or I had an anxiety dream. I assume we started off with anxiety dream about The Office, about filming The Office, and we had to film in HMV, but someone hadn't cleared it, and so we had to find an R price. And I went, oh, okay, that'll do. And as I was walking there, right, I didn't have any shoes on, which is like an anxiety dream, but I looked down and I went, so what?
Yeah.
So I'm so lazy now, I think even anxiety dreams don't kick into me.
I'm not sure that's a dream. I think that's just a memory. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you
turned up with the film with The Office.
Yeah, with no shoes.
We don't need shoes.
When we were originally doing the pilot for the very first series, obviously Ricky's the main character, he's in it all the time. It's obviously important, this is our big chance to get something made for TV, this could launch our careers. And I turn up on the Monday, he's twisted his ankle. He has to be wheeled around in a wheelchair because he went out jogging, stepped on a tin can in the street and fell over.
Who left that there?
Like a 40-year-old man with brittle bone disease. He just twisted his ankle and he was out of action. It was pathetic.
Yeah, that was the pilot.
Absolutely pathetic.
But I still turned up, Carl. That's the sort of trooper I am.
Well, yeah, but you moaned the whole week.
Well, it hurt.
Well,
I didn't like having to go around in a wheelchair, did I? It's not pleasant, you know, but in a weird way, it taught me all the problems.
Do you have anxiety dreams, Carl? Do you ever lie awake worrying about stuff?
Because I have a lot going on in my head.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
What do you do, rent it out to people?
Is it two monkeys swinging in a tie at the moment?
Yeah.
I just don't have that many dreams.
No.
I love that. I love the fact you don't have that many dreams. Well, you haven't had a decent night's sleep since you were 14, according to you.
12.
Really?
Yeah, so I
know what you meant. I know what you mean now, when sometimes you're so tired, because I'd forgotten that. You're so tired and you think, well, I'm so glad I don't have to go out tonight. I'm going to go and just lay on the couch and then go to bed. Yeah.
Have you had one, Steve? Have you?
Anxiety dreams, I do have them periodically, yeah. It used to be a lot of, things like running to get to school in time, but, suddenly your feet are running in treacle and you can hear the school bell and you
I
can't
haven't had
get
them for years. I just haven't had an anxiety dream for years and years and years. Don't know. I just don't care.
No, you just genuinely don't care about anything. This is the problem. You've just got to a point now where nothing bothers you, really. It's like you're just too lazy and disinterested in anything. This show, your career, my career, Carl.
No, I never give up on Carl. So, Carl.
Which leads us nicely into
Knob News.
Oh, it's the welcome return of Knob News.
Right, okay, it's very much like the news at 10, this, isn't it? I do a bong, or in this case a schlong. And he gives me the headlines, the knob news of the day. Where have you collected all this knob news? Was there a lot of knob news this week?
It was mental this week. The amount of stuff. The way it works, you give us the bong.
Yeah.
I'll give you the headline.
Okay.
Steve decides which stories we're going to talk about.
And now on XFM, knob news. Schlong.
Man grows knob on his arm.
Schlong.
Man gets doctors to make him a second knob.
Schlong.
Turkish prisoners made hole in cell wall to produce third inmate.
Schlong.
Doctors accidentally remove man's testicles.
So, well, can I straight away go for the accidental removal of the testicles?
Well, it's happened before, hasn't it? We've talked about that before.
Well, how does it, what did he go in for a tonsillitis? What are they called? Tonsillectomy. And he went in the wrong way. What are you talking about? How can they accidentally remove his testicles?
It says he didn't look at his folder, and the doctor said to the fella, "Oh, we've removed your testicles and we wanted to take out your prostate gland." So that's what happened. There's the story. This is what I mean. That's why I don't like going to the doctors.
Yes.
It happens, doesn't it? Because all these sort of it's when they say things like, "Oh, it's just we do loads of these operations." That's when they're not concentrating.
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? When they say it's procedure, that's like having a boring job that you do every day when you're not going to be concentrating. I prefer them to go, "This is a tricky one, this."
I know what you mean. I sort of do know what you mean.
People, you watch TV programmes about, like, removing someone's second head or whatever, and there's like the best surgeons from all over the world.
It's televised. They can't make a mistake. They can't go, "We took his legs off by mistake."
Whereas the fella who's having a prostate's like, "Oh, do you want to do it? I'm sick of doing that."
Yeah.
And they're probably doing a crossword whilst writing it.
Of course they are. I've seen that, actually, in operating theatres. They're doing a crossword.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It's the film review, Carl. You just tell it from the heart. Tell us what you thought about the film, what you thought the...
Can I just ask, is this the first time you'd seen Gladiator? You'd never seen it before?
No.
Okay. And what were your thoughts?
Okay. The film review. Gladiator.
It's alright. Nothing great. It's like an old, sort of an old version of Rocky done in the olden days, really.
Right.
A bloke fighting other people.
Sure.
How sort of well known is the story? Do you reckon people know the basics?
Well, just very quickly, just do the plot.
Quickly. There's a guy called Max.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah. There's Caesar, and there's Caesar's kid, and Max goes to war, sort of wins it, comes back. Caesar says, "You're good at what you do. I wish my son was as good as you. So I want you to be in charge when I die." His kid finds out, a bit annoyed about it, kills his dad, because he don't want anyone to hear that he said that he wants him to be in charge.
Yeah.
So his kid gets in charge and thinks, I'll show you. You're not going to be king, I am. You're going to be a slave or something. And then, next thing you see is...
Sorry, can I just stop there? My only thought is the film's 3 hours long, so maybe we shouldn't go through the whole plot.
We've done the first 10 minutes, but go on. So, yeah, he's a slave and then...
Yeah, but then, that was an interesting bit that I thought, right? I mean, I was watching this with a girlfriend, she was already annoyed because she wanted to watch Friends on E4.
Okay. Yeah. It was a good episode as well this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
Okay.
Right, so she was annoyed and she said, come on then, put it on. And I got it wrong straight away because it says on the back 149, so I thought that was an hour and 49 minutes. It turned out it was 149. No, I thought it was 1 hour 49.
Yeah.
But it was 149 minutes.
Sure.
So it overran anyway.
By 40 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, the interesting bit was where he was going across a desert on a horse. And I think to show you how long he'd been going across the desert on his horse, he's showing you a shot of the horse's knees and they were bleeding. And I just wondered whether that's what horses do if they run for a long time. Do you know?
I don't. Good.
Right, so anyway, so he goes on, he keeps going on like this. He's a slave, and then he has a fight at the end with the Caesar's kid, and he kills him. And that's how it ended.
Okay, good. What did you think of it? Just generally, what bits... What do you think was wrong with it?
Right, well, I've read up on it, and there's already a fact that is wrong.
Right.
Caesar's kid, he didn't actually kill his dad. His dad died of a natural death.
Right, in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, what's Caesar's kid's name? Comedian or something?
I think it's comedian, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from. When a funny person is called a comedian.
He didn't actually get killed in real life by Max.
No.
He died by his sister poisoning him, and he didn't die. No.
Are you saying that this is not a historical document?
It's wrong.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, next week I'm giving you Braveheart, and that is actually true. That is factually accurate.
I can't handle it.
It is. It was a little Australian fella that helped him out.
Just for people who watched it, you know that the guy, Caesar's kid.
Yeah.
He died. His sister tried to poison him. That didn't work. Apparently, he was a gay fella, and his boyfriend, who was a wrestler, strangled him.
Where did you get this information?
On the internet. I thought I'd look it up to see how much of it I actually got right.
Yes.
And that's what I read.
Okay, so out of 10?
5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no good. I wouldn't get it out. It's annoying the way it says, like, you know, this film's got to be seen at the cinema, because I saw it at home and I don't think I missed out on anything.
Very good point. I think that's probably the point they're making, but yours is valid too. We'll play a record, and after that I'm going to ask you about Rasputin, the mad monk. Go on then.
When things like that happen, right? Well, it was just because you were saying about our live.
We are broadcasting now, aren't we? This is actually going out. This is live. This isn't us sort of like...
Yeah, but you were just talking about how I lived in an odd village.
Yeah.
With kids with big heads and all that, right? And what I wanted to do...
What is that again? There's 2 kids with big heads.
Yeah, they just had sort of big heads and webcams and that. They went to my school. And when I spoke to my dad the other day, because I'm going to see my mum and dad tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So I said, have we got any school photographs with the big-headed kids in? And he said, no, nobody bought those sort of school photos, because they were in it, so it was always a bit ruined. So I said, well...
No!
No, he said sales would, because he obviously talked to other dads and stuff like that. And he just said, no one bought them. But anyway, so...
I would love them.
Yeah.
That's why I'd buy them.
Yeah, but I wouldn't stand out, would I? If it's on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, well...
But anyway, so I was talking about,
When you say they had big heads, what do you mean? Do they look like someone from Doctor Who?
They were just quite big.
But they weren't related?
No.
So why did 2 blokes with big heads and webbed feet?
I lived in a weird area. There was a chemical plant close by.
I can't believe you've never told us that before. That explains a lot. Not just the freaks in your neighbourhood, but...
No, there was loads of weird stuff going on. There was this, like I said, there was this woman who used to, live in one of the council flats, right? And She had a three-wheeled sort of big, what do you call
Son,
it?
three-wheeled son. He was the weirdest bloke we ever knew.
What do you call it? Like a big tricycle, but for an adult rather than one for a kid. It was a big one.
It wasn't a motorbike though. It was a
no. It was a push bike thing.
Right, yeah.
And she used to sort of ride down the road with a fella sat in the basket on the back with his like legs dangling over, and they'd be going to like the pub and what have you.
Was it a different fella each time or the same one?
No, same.
Yeah,
little sort of bald-headed fella.
Sure, it wasn't collection for like organs and things. Bring out your ill, and then people just throw Grandad just in the back and go, right, we get £4 for Grandad.
But she's
got a lovely pair of testicles on him. They're very low, but they
bring out your dead or nearly dead.
She used to pick on her husband quite a lot. They'd be in the pub and what have you, and they'd be sat by themselves, but she'd always be sort of, having a go at him, moaning at him, sort of pushing him about and that. So my dad and his mate, right, they went round to their house, knocked on the door, she answered, and he said he was a copper, right? He said, Detective Pilkington, gonna come in and have a word.
So I'm just going to make a note of impersonating a police officer.
Yeah, but for the good, he went in and sort of said, now, I've heard,
superhero.
I've heard, you picking on your husband a lot. Yeah. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Do it again, and there'll be trouble. And she backed off after that. She was all right.
And how was the husband? Was he still in the basket, though? Was he allowed to ever sort of, like, ride up front with her? Or was he just always in the basket?
She'd sort of stopped picking on him in public places and stuff.
That's good.
You can't get done, can you, just for doing that?
I think impersonating a police officer.
Well, you probably did. There was no gain. I think you can't impersonate a police officer full stop, but I think they'd probably be lenient on him that he was, But let's face it, he's not going to be caught because why would anyone know about it? It's not like his son's going to say it on a radio station, is it? And stitch him right up.
Is this something you did generally? Kind of a little bit of light vigilante work?
Just whatever, him and his mate, just, if they saw something going on, they go, what can we do? What little scam can we do, or whatever.
That's fantastic. That is brilliant. Right. Okay, educating Ricky. What have we got? Hairy Chinese kid, go on.
Right, yeah. This is the, I didn't want to do this.
Really? You didn't want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you 3, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah, which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Aren't we?
Yeah.
The little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not... There were some people that were born... very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. Yeah. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. Yeah. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of...
What sort of hair was it? Was
it... Thick hair.
No, what I mean is, was it sort of, like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like... it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick. And then it just goes all the way over his head. You don't think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over? No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of, like, his back and that. Yeah. And,
had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it a quiff, or...?
No, it was just hanging all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is a bit weird. Happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him monkey boy and all this.
Oh.
And
thinking Chinese press.
But the doctor...
Yeah. Oh.
They're cruel, aren't they? It's like those game shows. Well, that's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the doctor said...
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking.
So anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey boy.
Yeah, and they were like being tight and taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said...
Throwing him nuts.
Said he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. He he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
end of the story.
That's not a story.
Why?
But I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it? Do you know what I mean?
All right, then.
You know, I won't be telling anyone the bloke got in the car and he had a full-face beard. Why has his car been towed away?
Because it was a quiet road. It wasn't in the way. So.
Are you filling in the blanks again? That wasn't in the book, was it, that you read? See, that's the thing. Sometimes I think you make up bits of the story as though they were fact. That doesn't seem right.
Well, that's all you can do, innit? So that's educating Ricky. Will we?
Brilliant.
Do that next week.
That is brilliant.
No, I think that was good. I did. I mean, I enjoyed that. I learned something from that.
I mean, I want to get. I mean, this is all from one book, is it?
Yeah.
That's an interesting book.
I don't want to dwell on it, but with the hairy Chinese kid, what did they say about that? What was the? I mean, was it once there was born a kid who was slightly more hairy than everyone else? But yeah, it's all right. He only had a boil. Oh, how did they word it? How did this capture your imagination?
It was a picture that grabbed me first of all.
Yeah. Sure.
And it was like, God, what's up with him? And that's when I read it.
Did you see the boil and the eczema or just the hair?
No, you see, because his face is like, just under his eyes is sort of nice and smooth, and his nose is sticking out, and that's not hairy. But the rest of him, it looked like he had the sort of a balaclava on or something. And then I read on, and it's like, this is a hairy kid in China.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anything else in there?
All right. Now, whilst I was in Cornwall, I wasn't online. I didn't have the internet, so it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And I didn't come back till yesterday. I thought there's loads going on that I don't know about in the monkey world and stuff. I was hoping to get some from the zoo that I was meant to be going to. Of course, that didn't happen. So I said to my dad, do you know anything about monkeys? Or have you got any stories with monkeys?
Brilliant. This is what Trevor McDonald does.
Turned out...
9:45, he goes, got nothing. Dad, anything happened? You got anything politics? Anything politics, Dad?
This isn't monkey news, I'm just giving you this free.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Turned out one of his mates used to have a chimp.
Right.
What do you mean one of his mates used to have a chimp?
Well, two of his mates.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I was thinking it sounded a bit far-fetched living in Manchester, like. But if there was two of them...
He had a chimp, had to thump it in the head.
For doing what? Answering back?
Oh, God!
Tried it on with his wife.
Had to thump it in the head for trying it on with his wife! I love it. It's a proper fist fight in a pub in Manchester. Oh.
I'd call him up, but he's one of them who, like, swears all the time.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, it'd be good to get him on and
Let's interview him. Can we not interview him pre-record? We can bleep out the swear. I'd love to hear his story.
Do a lot of work, that.
Yeah, well, we're not scared of work, are we?
No, I mean, I'll get myself if you can't be bothered.
Yeah,
I'll have a word, I'll sort it out.
Yeah, try to sort that out next week.
Sort that out, yeah.
Well, don't tell us the rest of the story then. Let's let him say in his own
No,
words.
but there was another one as well.
When you say you can get him on, but he swears a lot, you mean the monkey? I'm assuming he's more coherent than your dad's mate.
But there's him, and there's some other fella he knows who had a funny name. I'll have to find out, because you'll love his name. But he was a drag artist.
Yeah.
And, I think he said my dad went round one day, I don't know why, right? Went around there, knocked on the door, chimp answered.
Carl, I don't know what you're doing, mate. I don't know where this place you live, next door there's an horse in the front room. There's chimps running round.
Mad. Anyway,
chimpanzee!
Is that it? Is that the end of the story? There's a chimpanzee in the door and that's the end.
You sure it wasn't the drag artist before he'd shaved?
No,
sure it wasn't your gran?
Because I like the really airy ones that decide they can be female impersonators. Yeah, your gran. I just wish we could maybe tape the bits we're not on air, just because that's when Carl comes into his own.
Yeah.
He just said to me, I don't know what I was doing, I was sort of like pottering around, dancing around, doing something annoying probably, and he just looked at me, I don't know, he was looking at me, and I looked back, and he went, have you ever used a Y-front properly?
Genius.
It's a great question because the answer is definitely no.
Definitely no.
Does anyone use their Y-front properly? And by that, I mean get your winky out of the little sort of slot provided, as opposed to like put it to one side or pull them down or whatever. Has anyone used a Y-front properly?
I don't think I've ever done it.
I don't think I've ever done it.
I've never seen anyone in a toilet doing it, Rick.
You should be looking.
I wish I hadn't said that.
I caught you. Really?
Yeah. That's actually how you prove people are gay.
Yeah.
Get them into this conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It was the trap.
Yeah. I'm not gay, by the way.
Yeah.
You didn't prove I was gay. I double bluffed you. As I knew the old gay trick.
I thought it was the old gay lord say no thing.
That is another method. Yeah, there's innumerable methods of doing it.
That's how Oscar Wilde was caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Well, the judge went to him. Did you see that film last night? Gaylord Say No, and he went no, and they went take him away.
Yeah. Take him down to the cells.
Yeah, take him to Reading.
It is true.
Well,
it originated in America.
Yeah.
So many of these things do. It's a brilliant point, Carl. I'd like to hear from anyone listening who's, and I mean, well, they'll just lie, wouldn't they, I suppose?
Yeah. I don't even use sort of flies.
No.
Usually. I sort of pull my Y-front, my sort of tracksuit. So that's why I wear sort of like elasticated waistbands all the time.
Exactly.
Just sort of
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get in there with the minimum of effort.
Yeah, and out.
Sure.
Often I won't shake.
No, well, no.
To my detriment, because it often leaks out a little bit later, doesn't it?
Ever been out on a date with a girl where it's just trickled down your leg and you wish it hadn't, and you're thinking, what if she gets my trousers off later? She might smell or see it.
What? What?
I don't know. I don't know what I said there.
Right. Feeder, come back around on XFM 104.9. You're listening to Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, I'm with him as well, Steve Merchant.
I was thinking of dropping that.
What?
Thinking of dropping that, just going, because it's just too, that's all that. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington too. I mean, get to the music, so it's, hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, this is XFM.
Sure.
Here's Radiohead. Yeah. Something like that, come out, that was Radio on XFM, I'm Ricky Gervais. Tony Blair, what's he all about?
Yeah.
That sort of,
snap,
fast, because I quite, on a serious note, and you've always been saying it, I listened to an old show, because when Karl was compiling those things, I listened to an old show, and I listened to me, and I'm really concentrating now because I sounded like the most inarticulate, brain-damaged older drunk I have ever heard given a show.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shocked. Not finishing sentences, leaving out words, slurring, just doing noises that you understand because you know me.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to make an effort for the listener.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? You're going to give up after about 3
But I thought you were joking. And I thought it was like, oh, he's taking it there. Did it then, you see?
Again, I don't quite know what that sentence meant.
No, but...
Well, of course, I've got also your body language and your facial gestures, but obviously the listeners have got nothing else. They've just got the voice. They've just got the voice for it. That's all they've got. That's all they can rely on.
Yeah.
And when Karl Pilkington is the man holding the show together,
when he's the
that's
most
quite damning.
articulate.
Exactly. Exactly.
How did I come across?
You came across as lovely. I mean, I did an interview yesterday, right? And I was trying to describe you to this journalist, and I was going, it's like a cat can talk. Because the things you say, I just want to know what your world is. You know when a cat comes in, you go, where have you been? And it looks as you're like, you know, it can nearly understand you. And you're like, oh, I wonder, I'd love to know what that cat thinks. And with you, it's almost like we've got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like that?
You can also lick your own testicles, I think, can't you? So, yeah.
Did you play the doves? And Envy on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Absolutely, yeah, hello.
That clang you heard there isn't Karl.
No.
Karl's away. It's Sturgis.
Claire Sturgis is here.
Yeah.
You'll know her from the Claire Sturgis show, but we know her from our early days on XFM, and, you know, we're good friends.
It's sort of like old times, isn't it? And Karl has had a little surprise birthday present.
What's the story with this, Claire? Because I don't know about this.
You know, I came in on Monday expecting to see his little smiley face, as usual, and it's always not here. What do you mean? So apparently his girlfriend had surprised him and dragged him off to the Caribbean for a week.
Wow.
No, Canaries, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
He likes the Caribbean. He likes the crabs.
Yes. Yeah. I thought he was bored of the Caribbean. I thought he didn't enjoy it last time.
No, he loved it, didn't he?
No, I don't think he did enjoy the
it's
crabs.
Tunisia he didn't like.
Right. He's been travelling, hasn't he?
I know, yeah.
He
didn't like Tunisia because there's flies the size of matchboxes.
Of course.
And, and midgets in the kitchen. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. midges or midgets?
Midgets, he said.
Right. It was midgets.
He wasn't saying anything bad. He said that there were lots of midgets in there.
Lots of midgets in the kitchen.
And I thought he'd gone away to some sort of like theme holiday.
Yeah.
But no, this is I think Gran Canaria, or the Canaries, or whatever it's
And
called.
how old is Karl?
30.
Is he 30? Is
30 last week, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so it was actually a birthday present. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I just
so,
thought,
but that's all right.
So have you got a competition that you can regale us with, Claire? Because obviously Karl provides a lot on this show.
Hold on. We could do White Van Claire.
White Van Claire?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this? We ask
No.
you questions, topical questions, just getting your opinion really on the week's news.
Okay, yeah.
It's on the
If you
spot.
look forward to that.
But you know I'm a little bit,
A little bit simple? That's fine.
just a little bit,
What?
I always sit on the fence.
Oh, right.
Well, don't sit on the fence.
You see, the worst thing there was she was saying I'm a little bit like, liberal or undecided, and you went simple.
Yeah.
You assumed.
I didn't know. I thought I'm a little bit, coked up? I don't know. Who knows? It's Sturgis. Anything could be possible.
But the other thing is with Karl, we didn't know how good value Karl was until we asked him sort of intelligent
this is
questions.
true enough, yeah.
Because he looks quite intelligent.
Well, this is it. I mean, the thing with you, Claire, is I don't think we've probed you enough. We don't know what, your views are on a lot of
me
things.
enough,
But we
actually,
don't know what your
Steve, no.
views are, This is what I'm saying. We don't know where you stand. I mean, don't sit on the fence. This is the new Claire Sturgis.
Yeah.
All right, we're
Yeah,
going to delve deep,
dynamic.
find a personality in there, Claire.
Let's go back to the old days. How about a bit of the Smiths?
That was beautiful, Rick.
Go on.
Oh, you've been practicing.
Richard Ashcroft. Check the meaning on XFM 104.9. We're back, Steve. It's Saturday.
That's true enough.
Steve Merchant, that is.
Hello there.
I'm Ricky Gervais, obviously.
Hello there.
Carl's still away. Claire Sturgis is back.
That's
Hello.
absolutely true.
Yeah.
Hello there, Claire. Nice to see you. I think a lot of people were hoping that Karl will be back this week, but we're pleased to have you.
No, they were actually. I did get some emails during the week.
Really? Saying what?
Just saying it's really nice to hear you again on the Saturday afternoon. It's nice, and but you're not really very funny. And when's Karl coming back? So it's sort of being
Sure,
nice
it wasn't
to
to
me.
us.
No, it was definitely
Because they think that as well.
directed to me.
But no one can compete with Karl.
They can't.
Well, we used to sort of like come in and when we discovered Karl early on, we just thought this is comedy gold. Just let him speak his mind. But then we started thinking, we can't follow him now.
Yeah.
So I remember Steve going, look, we've got to come up with some stuff.
We need to chat. If anything we've got to say to each other, we've got to say that in the first 20 minutes, and then you just unleash Karl.
Yeah,
And he's
because it's just you can't follow him, and he's off on one. And they have stories of upbringings with bizarre creatures that lived in Manchester that were half human, half bat and frog and things.
I'd love to take him back to Manchester in some kind of TV documentary. When Karl went home. And just wander back, maybe try and find the amphibian twins or whatever those people were.
They weren't. Yeah, so there was two boys, both had big heads and webbed feet. They weren't related. They didn't hang around with each other.
That was all the information we had.
I went, why not? He went, that would have been too obvious.
Yeah.
Like they look at each other across a room and go, you think if I'm coming to see you just because we're a similar species?
Yeah.
You're mistaken, mate. Yeah. You make your own friends.
One starts to walk over, the other one shakes his head and just mouths, too obvious.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Too obvious.
Out of one of his mouths.
Yeah, that's what they're expecting.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
don't do it, Webby.
Yeah, but anyway, he'll be back shortly, I'm sure.
He phoned me. His dad's ill. His dad's in hospital, so Karl went back to sort of look after his mum. And he was so sweet. He said, I'm back. I'll just drive my mum around. He said so unbegrudgingly. He just went, it's like old times. And I said, sorry to hear that. And he went, that's all right, yeah. I think he's going to be fine. And I said, how was your holiday? He went, yeah, we're good. Except it were a nudist beach, so he didn't tell me. I went,
of course it was.
I went, what do you mean? He went, well, sitting on the... I don't know why they have to do it. I don't know why they have to do it. Why do they have to do it? He went, Suzanne said they think there's nothing wrong with it, like being a transvestite. Right? I went, I love the fact that your girlfriend has to tell you what's wrong and right in the world. And he went, well, we're walking along the beach, fella coming towards us with knob out. I went, what's going on here? Right? And he said, and because it wasn't all nude, he's walking round, he's stark naked, and he wants the freedom of that, but he's got a big rucksack on his back with his clothes on just to get changed. He went, so what's the point in that? Right? And I went, he should just carry the book. He went, what, and covered it up when he went, oh yeah, good idea. See? He went, but I wasn't happy. He says, and that was the first day, so we didn't go there again.
I can just imagine his little face.
Yeah, he's just going, all right,
gobsmacked.
That's out,
Yeah.
that's out. What's that doing out? Why has he got his out?
I imagine Karl sort of dressed in a suit in a sort of safari suit, done right up with a cravat. I'm not undressing. I don't want people seeing the flesh. That's for you, love, and no one else.
But I love the fact that it's girl goes, Carl, they don't know there's anything wrong with it. They're just happy that way. and he in his own mind just goes, like being a transvestite. He knows there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm always a little bit suspect about people who like walking around nude.
I think you meant transvestite.
No, nudists.
What? Hold on. Can you be a naked transvestite? What are you then?
Yeah, I suppose you're a...
When Eddie Izzard's naked, is he a naked transvestite?
That's an interesting metaphysical question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On XFM 104.9.
If you know the answer to that metaphysical question, or indeed any of the famous ones, if a tree falls in a forest and no one hears it, has it fallen over? Any of those.
Excellent. That's brilliant.
Yeah, if you leave the room, Rick, does it get quieter?
Yeah, what's the sound of one leg hopping?
Exactly.
I want to tell you about Brian Blessed climbing Everest, and for some reason it made him it played havoc with his belly, and he followed through and he had to clean up.
Shut himself.
Yeah, using ice and snow.
Why are you telling me that Brian Blessed? In what way is telling me that Brian Blessed shit himself once in any way educational?
Because I was saying how he was climbing Everest, right?
Right.
I give it to him. He's an actor and that, but he gave that a go.
Yeah.
Right. It played.
What's the point of that? You'd say, wouldn't you?
You'd say, God, he's
so he's all right. Me doing a boxing match, there's no reason is rubbish, but him climbing Everest and shitting himself,
yeah, he did that.
It's commendable.
Right, and he's only going to go and do it again. He's going to climb it again.
Yeah, but he might not shit himself this time.
Yeah, what's the point in going? Nothing's changed up there.
Yeah, good point. Yeah,
you been?
Well, it has. They've probably cleared it up by now. Right, but it's slip on it.
I can't even bother telling you this one because.
Come on, just do it. Or do it now.
Steve, how we doing?
Look, no, never mind that. Look, just tell me what that means. Oh, he's a nuisance. Oh, this is so annoying, Carl. I'm going to go mental.
Right,
talk.
Right, listen, I'm just putting this in here, right? Right, nuisance is a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah.
Apparently, the old fella who used to hang people.
1700s?
Yeah. He used to be able to tell somebody's weight just by looking at them. Right? That's a bit of a bonus fact.
We'll be the judge of that.
The thing that I wanted to tell you is money for old rope. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't even be bothered.
Yes, you're going to tell me now. Come on, Carl.
Right,
I mean it.
Basically, money for old rope came from the... Right.
What was all that about? You can tell someone's weight. What was that
bonus
for?
fact.
And Brian Blessed shitting himself. What are you... What? Look at you... No, tell me... That now, you nearly made me swear then. I'm getting really annoyed. I'm getting really annoyed now. Tell me this back, Carl, or I'm going to go mental.
Come on, Carl, time's running out.
More that people, years ago, when people used to be hung, right?
Right.
If you didn't like the person who's been hung, you'd go, God, I really don't like him. And so you never forget the time.
Because if they're being hung, we take that as read.
Yeah. So they never forget afterwards to get the hangman to get the rope and to cut it up into little pieces, and he'd sell them. He'd sell the little pieces of rope to people.
See, Carl, that's the most interesting thing, if it's true, that you've come up with.
Right, okay. And so so they sell the rope?
They sell the rope, and it's money for old rope.
Money for old rope?
Meaning, like, God, it's easy to make money, that all they have to do is cut it up and sell it.
I'm cynical.
I'm not so convinced.
Right, I'll tell you what, though, my mum was loving it. Do you know Rockbusters?
Do I know Rockbusters? I know Rockbusters. I think I agree with it.
She was taking part. I mean, she doesn't know a lot of the new bands and that, but she made some up for some older bands and that.
Oh, she did some herself?
She made some herself, sent them in the post.
So are you going to use those today?
She's not quite got the hang of it.
Okay. Unlike her genius son.
Have you got them there? Can we hear what they are?
You keep talking a second then.
I'm quite excited. I mean, if they're even approaching, say, the genius of Wet Knee Houston.
Yeah.
There was another one which was something to do with a trench, Carl. What was that?
That was Dandy Warhols. That was a good one.
Dandy Warhols.
I think that was his finest moment. Yeah.
Incidentally, I've got an email here from someone called Sauda, if that's a he or a she, but let's assume it's a she, just for glam's sake.
Yeah.
She says she saw an old man eating a Twix last week, Carl, so that blows your theory up.
I'm not having it.
Okay. So if you are a bloke, he's calling you a liar, so maybe you want a little rumble later?
In fact, if you are a bloke, he's calling you a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, then. These are ones that my mum's made up.
Brilliant.
Right, just in case you're a new listener, I'll give some initials out and a cryptic clue. And it makes up a band, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or a soloist.
Not so much cryptic as what you're thinking. Go on.
My mum sent this one. This group would be good at doing your hair.
This group would be good at doing your hair.
TP.
Is there a group called the Hairdressers from the 60s?
This group would be good at doing your hair. TP. Is it the something?
The Platters.
The Platters.
Yeah, that's all right.
So that's all right.
Nice.
Let's have a look. This group sound like dinosaurs.
Group sound like dinosaurs.
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They're not so much cryptic, are they?
This group.
Don't leave her alone. They're good.
This group likes being by the sand and the sea.
This group likes being by
They're the Beach Boys, boys.
Beach Boys.
This band are called the Beatles. The Beatles.
Hang on. We just have
What else you got?
It's funny because one of them that she's done, I'm actually doing today. I thought of in the week.
Right?
So,
is it the same clue?
It was, yeah.
Wow,
But
great minds think alike.
Here's
So
the
this is
last one.
obviously coincidence.
Here's the last one from her. This guy sounds superb.
This guy sounds superb.
The Bachelors.
Glenn Campbell.
That's good. I like that.
I'd say this. I think you should get on to one of the big game organisations, Parker Brothers or whatever, because this has got to be. This could sweep the nation at Christmas. Don't you think this is the perfect Christmas game?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is what's going to make or break the MTV thing.
Right. Some kind of TV version.
Yeah. I'm just thinking into ad breaks, coming up next is this band.
Be careful though, Carl, because, make sure you retain the rights, because I can see this selling abroad.
Yeah. And I can see someone coming along and taking the sort of like the Rockbusters and changing one word and making another game out of it and just using the same format. I don't know. I can't think of something there, but they could change. So
sort of like
they change the word rock to something else and have it.
What could it be? Brick, block?
Yeah, and so you have to, you know what I mean? So be careful.
Blockbusters will never work.
Look at his little face.
So we're doing that later. Got some good prizes.
Okay.
I'm Ricky Gervais, obviously, with me, Steve Merchant, and Karl Pilkington, which is what Heat write about, really. Karl's the main man. Think of Karl a year ago. He was just sitting in that room going, all right, I've done this. Whoa, XFM. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a music bed. Brilliant. Comes on the show. We start taking the piss out of him. People start going, oh, who's the idiot you've got in? And we go, it's Karl. And they go, we like him. He's a fool. I go, yes, he's a fool. He's a pet buffoon. And they go, well, let him speak more. Right? And they're going, don't let him talk, XFM, the fat cats. Oh. And I said, I'm a rebel and I do it my way.
Rick, can I ask, did you stick it to the man?
Yeah. And then MTV call up. Heat are writing about him every week.
Yeah.
He's just been doing film for the BBC.
There's some rumours he might be the new James Bond.
Yeah. He's got, is he in lovely McVitie's original digestives? Are we allowed to, if McVitie's are listening, I love these biscuits.
Yeah.
And he's got the best.
If the Spearmint Rhino strip clubs are listening, I'm a huge fan.
Right? And he's got Rockbusters to come.
Yes,
let's do it.
I should just ask, the few people have asked me this, and there's also an email here from Rich. People are saying they've seen some of the posters and the adverts of advertising the show, plugging the show. Why aren't you on the posters, Karl? And it is your choice, isn't it? We did ask Karl to be involved. But
he is actually. It's like, where's Waldo? He's actually, is he there? He's in my trousers.
You don't like any photo taken. No, you're not seeking the publicity. No. I reckon you are secretly. I don't believe you.
No, he's right. He's totally right. He's doing it just right. But I think there's a fine line to be drawn that, if you like being in, around radio, you've got and you want your own show or you enjoy talking and they just happen to be filming you for MTV, that's different. I think what you just avoid is going to silly celebrity bashes, having a picture taken for the sake of it. I mean, I think you're right, but I think you should do the screen test. On a serious note, I think you should do the screen test. Just because it might be fun, and if it's no good, they won't do it. And you can stop any time you want. No one has to keep going on telly.
I just think we're going to lose him.
No,
we won't lose him.
Listen, right? I'll always be part of this.
I'm just worried that you're going to exhaust yourself. You're going to be drained. You're going to have told all your anecdotes on MTV.
He certainly will if you have to help the old fella upstairs with the bed. Yeah, £50 an hour. Oh, that's terrible. Go on.
But what I wanted to do, right? Because I don't want to embarrass myself, right? I don't want to embarrass the woman at MTV when I turn up and she thinks, oh, look at him.
Yeah.
What a waste of film this is going to be. Because it's not cheap. I know that.
It's not film either, but go on.
Well,
It is cheap. It is cheap. They're filming on a DV camera that they can go over. If it's no good, they won't show it to anyone. It'll be great. It's just what they want you. Honestly, I can just see you doing little things, just like popping up, between the records and going, all right, MTV, music television, hear about the airy Chinese kid born, which is weird, isn't it? Because they're not usually airy. And it just goes, MTV. It'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant, Carl. If I'll come down with you.
Well, we'll see.
Go on.
We'll think about it, right?
Go on. Right, Rockbusters.
So Rockbusters, it's a little clue, some initials, 3 different clues. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. You can win the load of stuff that we've got. So, first one, here's the clue. Stop throwing that fruit about.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the initial?
That's CB. CB. Stop throwing that fruit about.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Anders listening? Has he emailed us in yet?
Anders, not had any response from Anders. I'll keep
I hope he hasn't stopped listening. Because he doesn't like the show. He's gone off. I hope he hasn't gone off the show.
So, the second one, that Scottish fella has made an error.
That Scottish fella has made an error.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That's M.
M.
Right, that Scottish fella has made an error. Right.
Okay.
And the last one, God, you can make a right load of toast with them.
You can make a right load of toast with them.
Yeah.
All right. What's the initial there?
That's G.
G. I was thinking it might be bread for a minute, but no. G.
So, first one was stop throwing that fruit about.
Stop throwing that fruit about. The answer is
CB. That was Chuck Berry.
Oh, of course it was.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give you that.
The one that you've worked out, I'll do next. The God, you make a load of toast with them. That was G. Gorillas.
Gorillas, though, isn't it?
Gorillas. And the middle one was that Scottish fella's made an error. That was Mystique. Mystique. So,
does anyone get that?
Extraordinarily, almost all the people who emailed in.
I'm beginning to think it's us then, because I was thinking mistake. I was thinking muck error and muck mistake, but mistake.
Yeah. So, do you want to pick a winner?
Yeah, I was going to give the prizes to Amy Massey, who's from Wiltshire, the West Country. Losers down there, probably as weird as you.
Yeah.
So she's won, and congratulations to her. I'm assuming she's listening online or maybe via some kind of.
We must have a lot of listeners outside London, because all these are from Norwich and. Have we got any listeners in London?
Places, it's where there's a lot of inbreeding.
There's nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Norwich and Wiltshire.
Well, cheers for that, Amy. Well done.
He waved then when he said that.
He did, yeah.
He waved.
He's working.
No, he's working, getting ready for TV.
Of course he is, yeah.
And my mum sent some more.
What we also needed
He's got a letter from his mum.
My mum did some more Rockbusters for us.
I reckon they're secretly listening, Carl. They've said they're not listening, but I reckon they are. Does that worry you?
Well, let's play a record and let's hear your mum's Rockbusters.
Better Warren G.
Carl, well done, mate. Well done.
Regulators.
I hope Nate's involved.
Nick Dog?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Carl, Rockbusters, your mum's... Carl.
Yeah, no,
Listen.
we did get a bronze, but this year we introduced Rockbusters. Things will be changing. So,
Hey, we didn't introduce Rockbusters, Carl. Please don't tar us with that brush.
Yeah.
Rockbusters then.
Yeah.
Chance to win all that stuff Steve was talking about before. We give initials and a cryptic clue, and it's a band, and there's 3 of them, and you email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want some of my mums?
Well, I think before you give us your own, we should hear your mum's, just to sort of set the tone and for people to get their heads around the whole idea.
She sent some more. They're still not that up to scratch. First one, this group are nice on toast.
Marmalade?
Jam.
Yeah.
Which one?
Jam.
Okay. Marmalade would have worked.
Marmalade's just as good, yeah.
This man liked his wine.
This man liked his wine.
Dean Martin.
What?
So no cryptic clue, just a man who drinks.
Yeah. But isn't there like a myriad of rock stars and pop stars who like booze?
I liked his wine!
I don't think anyone would have ever got that.
That's fantastic! This man liked his wine, Dean Martin. This man liked his golf. Clubby chip face. No, Bunker Smith. Bing Crosby, yeah. He liked his golf. Yeah, that's genius. This man liked his wine.
Just a couple more. Hope you're not speeding when you meet these. The police.
Oh, Oh, it's great.
And is there any other good ones? Sounds like these lads work for the hospital.
The porters.
Say that again?
Sounds like these lads work for the hospital. Jerry and the pacemakers.
Right.
So we'll
Carl, I have to say, if there was ever in the future any doubt that you were your mother's son, that would pay that. Believe me, you are a chip off the old block.
Okay. Well, let's so we have a little record and then educating Ricky and Rockbusters when the show really starts.
Right, are we're doing it now?
Yes, sir.
I noticed Heat magazine sort of put a bit of a spanner in the works.
Why?
Because they were saying, maybe it'll be a Christmas edition of Rockbusters. And I'd already sorted them out.
I wouldn't worry, Carl.
Well, what I've done, I've cleverly tweaked them to make them Christmassy. So the Christmas bit in it has got nothing to do with it whatsoever, but I just thought...
So you mean the clues have a Christmas element?
Well, yeah.
But it's nothing to do with the answer.
It's nothing to do with the answer. Right.
So why don't you just ask the normal ones and I'll ring a bell. I'll shake some bells.
Well, it's the equivalent of that, but in sort of speech. Right. Brilliant. So the first one, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. Oh, and have a good Christmas.
Give it to us again.
Oh, God.
Right, so there's a load of letters asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk. Oh, and have a good Christmas.
Right, but bear in mind, people, that the Christmas element may not be relevant to these clues.
No, that's got nothing to do with it. I don't want to...
Okay.
And the initial letter is F, right? That's F.
All right.
Right, the second one. Ask your mum if you should, after you've wrapped the presents. Right, so
ask your mum if you should.
Ask your mum if you should, after you've wrapped the presents. That's S.
S.
All right.
Okay.
And the last one, a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter, but it's busy in there because it's Christmas. That's probably what brought it on. So that's B. Right? B.
Oh, God.
So they're the three. Will I just recap?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I have no idea. I can't even. I don't know what to start thinking.
Right, there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Have a good Christmas.
Have a good Christmas. Second one, ask your mum if you should.
After you're at the prison.
S. And the last one, a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter.
But it's busy in there because it's Christmas.
Busy because it's Christmas. That's a B. So they're the three things.
It's email only, this one. Please remember that. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah. Brilliant. Carl looks happy with them. He looks really happy with them.
Rightly so. They're cracking.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're good,
pleased with those. All right. Is there going to be more Rockbusters in the new year? We're not sure.
I'm still, thinking about new ideas that we can do.
Snowbird from Mark Eitzel, part of his covers album.
He's so happy that the XFM listeners understand his stupid clues, and he knows it annoys me.
We've got some right answers.
We'll be giving out the answers just quickly, just in case someone sort of missed one of them. I'll just quickly do them.
Yeah, go on.
First one, there's a load of letters.
Show.
There's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
Oh, a Merry Christmas.
Ask your mum if you should.
Oh, a Merry Christmas.
And a couple of people were arguing in the supermarket.
It was Christmas, that's why.
Counter, and that's B.
Okay, we'll give those answers out shortly. Okay, answers. We must give the answers.
You will have to go to bed at 6, though, so we can play.
Right, here's the last clues of the year. You had... there's a load of letters there asking for advice. Put them on Claire's desk.
That
was F. That was for foreigner. For Rayner.
I don't know what you mean.
Claire Rayner. She took advice. She gave people advice. So that's a foreigner.
That is shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. That might be Christmas. That is absolute garbage.
A lot of people got the right answer.
I know. Well, that annoys me even more.
Number two. The second one, ask your mum.
Foreigner.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
Second one, ask your mum if you should. That was S. That was Shalimar. Shalimar. Right?
No, bizarrely, what was the clue there?
Ask your mum if you should.
No, we got a lot of people saying Smashing Pumpkins as the answer to that. But I don't know who's saying that today, Mum. Smashing Pumpkins. Merry Christmas, Mum. Smashing
Thanks
Pumpkins.
very much. Nice bollocks. Oh, that's great. That's great. Right. Smashing Pumpkins. Your dad bought for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And the last one...
Lovely plums. What, my Victorias?
Oh, Oh, God!
Right, we've got to wrap it up.
Come on, then.
A couple of people were arguing in the supermarket at the fruit and veg counter. That was B. That was banana drama. They were, like, having an argument.
What do you mean banana drama? What? No, wait. What group is banana drama? What group is banana drama?
So,
you're a fool. You're a twat.
Well, you say that, but you accuse Carl of that. You're also accusing lots of the listeners, including the winner, Nicola Rogers, of London, and she wins those great prizes, and she got them bang on, so...
Banana drama.
So, can we finish there now?
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean, can we finish there now?
Just play the ads and go.
What?
No, what are you talking about? We're going to play Jerry
River.
all day.
Play that then.
Goodness me, Carl, look at you.
We haven't got time.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Merry Christmas, Carl.
Enjoy the show.
Let's give him a little kiss.
A little kiss.
Oh, no,
with tongues, it's Christmas.
No, don't. Stop messing about. Get off! Right, well, Rockbusters.
That's old.
That's D. Second one, it'll fit some chocolate to your feet.
Can't think of any. I can't think.
That's A.
And do you think your kid will get that strawberry for me? WP. Right, so...
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. Some great prizes to be won.
Yeah.
So, well, first of our regular features with Carl, we've got Rockbusters. That's rolling. There's people coming in. They're getting them right. I don't understand it myself.
As ever, Rick, you'll be amazed and confounded.
So I don't know the answer, and I haven't looked at the answers. I just like that moment. It's like when you go down Christmas and you're excited about a present, and it's like some condoms.
Right, Rockbusters then. Wrapping it up.
It needs some work, that game, but I'd see it's got a lot of mileage.
Right, here we go then. The first one, £42 for a torch. That's a bit pricey.
Go on.
That was D.
Yeah.
That was Daylight.
Wait, I thought Delight, and I thought it doesn't work.
second one.
It doesn't work. I actually thought Delight doesn't work.
Second one.
There's no, wait. Dear Light, it doesn't work. It's Delight.
Second one was...
No, Carl, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but if we're going to continue with this feature, you've got to tweak them a bit, right? People have got it. We've had loads of emails, more than ever. So, do you know what I mean? Let them decide. If they don't like it, they won't email in, but they're loving it. Right?
They've all come from the same institution.
Go on.
It'll fit some chocolate to your feet. That was A. That was Aerosmith. Right?
Aerosmith. You've heard of a blacksmith?
But a smith is just a workman. It doesn't necessarily... No, you can have anything. You can have a locksmith. A smith doesn't just mean it does shoes.
Right. Do you think...
Aero Cobbler would have worked. Unfortunately, there isn't a band called Aero Cobbler.
Get ready with a winner. Do you think your kid will get that strawberry for me? That's Wilson Pickett.
Wilson Pickett.
Have you got a winner?
I'll give you that.
I have to say that I don't know if these guys have won in the past, but they were the first people to email in. Normally I just give it to anyone, but these guys, literally, you've given the clues, Carl. I'm amazed. Everyone seemed to get Aerosmith.
How?
Everyone got D-Light. Everyone got Wilson Pickett. I'm absolutely stunned. You know, they deserve it. They deserve the junk prizes, right? So we'll give it to Jonathan and Louise, who, as I say, may have won in the past, but as I say, they were very, very quick. You've got to beat them if you want to win. And they're from Wrexham.
Brilliant.
So good luck to them.
So that's
I hope they
that,
enjoy Jerry's yoga diet.
Back next week then. Yeah.
See you later.
See ya.
Cheers.
Carl, what have you got lined up for us as the producer?
Right, well, Rockbusters.
Been off this week again.
Has he?
Yeah.
Another week off?
Another week off, yeah.
No, I didn't have a full week off. I had 3 days off because I was working all over Christmas.
Yeah.
And still didn't stop working, preparing stuff. You've got a nice load of prizes there that I've sorted out. I had to come in especially to sort that out.
Yeah.
Rockbusters.
Did you rifle through the drawers at Capital Gold instead of Daily?
Yeah. Rockbusters, we're still doing that.
Yeah, you're bigging it up.
Yeah.
He's bigging it up. Yeah, still doing that.
We've got that.
Well, it's coming up to 1:30, and so it's time for Rockbusters. It's a structured show. It's a new leaf. This show in the new year is going to be structured. Set pieces, hitting our marks. Do you know what I mean? There'll be time checks, weather checks. A bit cold out. If you're driving, careful on that. So do the prizes.
Check for traffic, if it's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, an arbitrary selection of goodies.
What are those politicians doing?
Was that XFM News?
Yeah. Right, what have we got?
So we've got, for those that are a fan of the movie Donnie Darko, which a lot of people rave about this year, a sort of weird teenage movie, then there's a sort of sweatshirt there.
It's actually quite nice.
It's not bad at all. It's medium, so if you're a bit of a bloater, don't bother to apply unless you've got a friend already. We've also got here a Graham Norton video, Certificate 18. So please don't phone up don't email in unless you're above the age of 18.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the best of his TV show.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
It's a big stiff video, that, isn't it? It's a big stiff cock of a video.
Thanks very much.
I meant
you meant the bird.
Yeah.
There's also a fairly mediocre British wartime thriller, Enigma, which a lot of people, it was hyped for a while, but it's actually interminable. I've seen it. The first series here of The Kumars at number 42 on DVD. I think that's award-winning, so that's available as well. We've got 2 CDs by the look of it. We've got Pulp's Greatest Hits, which I don't think sold very well, and so presumably they are giving that away. And Johnny Cash's current album, American For the Man Comes Around. There's some good cover versions there.
Again, another big sell. A big sell. We're really pushing this.
It's quite kooky. Johnny Cash here does covers of things including Personal Jesus.
Oh, right.
By Depeche Mode. Yeah. We've got Bridge Over Troubled Water, his version of that, Desperado. And anyway, it's not bad. That's probably the best treat in that bunch.
Right.
And, I'm assuming there's some questions there, Karl.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
If you're a new listener, the way it works, I'll give you a cryptic clue and some initials, and it sort of makes up a band. Yeah. Makes more sense when you hear it, I reckon.
Not particularly.
Well, not really. Although people do get it. I just worry about the state of our listeners. Go on.
Right, so there's 3 of them. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
It's email only. I repeat, it is email only.
We are too lazy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go then. Number 1. There's normally 2 easy ones and a difficult one.
Sure.
So here we go. Number 1. Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind.
Yeah, that's AA.
AA.
So that's the first one.
He's not going to change his mind. What do you mean, You've got them written out, haven't you?
I'm just thinking about what the answer is, so I don't write the answer down.
Don't worry, they get it. Yeah, don't worry.
Well, you can't remember it. You came up with it. There's only 3.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, it's not weird. It's incompetent.
Right, the second one, anyway. I hope you get this.
I hope you get this. You don't even tell us the answer.
This is a shambles.
Hang on a minute.
Keep going.
Go on.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
And you don't know.
You don't know that is.
I'm sure it'll come to me once I see it on email.
What do you mean? Once they get it, you'll agree with them.
I'll know if it's the one I had down as the answer.
This is brilliant. Imagine Jeremy Paxman doing that. Going,
University Times.
Is that right? Go on.
Right, so that's that one.
Give us that one again.
He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. P.
But you're confused. I don't understand how you can be confused.
Yeah.
What's the final one?
The third one, I'll have to put that woman in the oven. And that's AB.
All right, quickly give us them again.
Right, so the first one, don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind. That's AA. He always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. And I'll have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
All right.
Okay.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'm going to play a classic track now by Neil Young, Alabama. It's beautiful. Neil Young, Alabama. Carl is still confused. He's waiting. He's biting his fingers, waiting for an email to tell him the answer to the clue he made up but can't get. I love that as an experiment. As a I mean, that would confuse psychologists, that you come up with something that you can't get. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you came up with the question, you don't know the answer.
And you expect them to, but you can't, and you made it up. Look at your face. Play some adverts. Honestly, Juan by Billy Corgan's new band there. Ex-Smashing Pumpkins. Sounds a bit like them, but I like it.
It's alright, not bad.
I like it.
You expect to know, Rick, incidentally, that someone's got the right answer. So
Carl's relieved.
knows the answer, yeah.
Brilliant. Well done, Carl. You're a fool. Right. Right, what are you doing then?
Let's have a quick reprise, if we could, of the Rockbusters clues.
Yeah, Rockbusters, if you've just tuned in, you've missed it this week. Here's your 3
Well, no,
clues.
you haven't. That's why we're giving the clues again.
Yeah, I know, but it's they haven't.
Hey? What?
Safe to been busy.
Just give the clues again.
First one.
God.
Don't argue with him, because he isn't going to change his mind. That's AA. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That's P. Yeah. And the third and final one, I might have to put that woman in the oven. AB.
Interesting.
Are we telling him or still?
No. People have still got a chance to win those extraordinary prizes. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. So the answers to this week's Rockbusters.
Yeah.
Will you give us the clues again and the answers?
Yeah. The first one was, don't argue with him. He ain't going to change his mind. The initials there were AA. That's adamant.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
That's a good one. Second one, he always gets what he wants and doesn't worry about anyone else. That was P. That was Pixies. Right.
Pixies. It kind of works, yeah.
And the third one,
I'll let you have that one.
I'll have to put that woman in an oven. That was AB. That was Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
It's good.
Anita Baker. I'll let you have all three today.
So
you've done well.
So do you want to pick a winner, Steve?
Well done to Mark Leder from Bow. He wins those fairly mediocre prizes. Enjoy them.
Oh, brilliant.
Now listen, it's Rockbusters. I've got the prizes here. Rick, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we've given away some shoddy stuff in the past. This is the worst collection.
Tat, is it?
This is really scraping the bottom of the barrel, Carl. I mean,
let's hold on. The
how
phones
many
are
more
going
of these
mad.
can we give away?
If you're still phoning, hang up, because we're not going to bother anymore. We're really sorry about that. Maybe email us or something.
How many of these can we give away?
Look at that. It's only Fools and Horses.
It's
video.
the Christmas special from not this year. Now listen, it's Rockbusters. I've got the prizes here. Rick, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we've given away some shoddy stuff in the past. This is the worst collection.
Tat, is it?
This is really scraping the bottom of the barrel, Carl. I mean,
let's hold on. The phones are going mad.
If
you're still phoning, hang up, because we're not going to bother anymore. We're really sorry about that. Maybe email us or something.
How many of these can we give away?
Look at that. It's only Fools and Horses.
It's the Christmas special from not this year, the year before.
Yeah.
I mean, we have given away so many of these. I imagine there's charity shops throughout London
throwing them away.
Yeah, throwing them away.
Yeah.
So we got that,
dear.
and if you didn't watch it, if you weren't one of the 20 million that watched it.
Blue-eyed, fat-legged, purple-eater people, if they had a big and had a big boo. It's something like that.
And once again, the best chill-out album ever, with it's pretty much rubbish.
It was a big boo.
Actually, no, the songs are okay, but
Purple-eater.
it's just basically a collection of songs you might have heard on adverts. So enjoy that. Oh god, this one again, the best air guitar album in the world, volumes.
This is no longer an entertainment show. This is three people chatting to each other now and again. Sometimes we remember it's going out. Sometimes we just take a call for our own amusement. I mean,
it's the same price again. It's the David Attenborough compilation of DVDs, which I'd be very surprised if actually makes it to you. I imagine someone here will have had that long before we post it.
Oh dear.
There's a T-shirt in here.
XFM 104.9
You get sent a lot of
just in case you're wondering what you're listening to.
This is a Quicksilver T-shirt.
What is that? What T-shirt is that?
That's a T-shirt made by the Quicksilver people. So if you're a bit of a surfer dude, and by the look of the size of it,
you can't say midget.
You're welcome to it. And this is, I think, the piece de resistance, Rick. I mean, because you know the kind of fans we have. They're pretty cool cats, pretty groovy guys.
Yeah.
So I imagine they'll be loving on DVD Doctor Who, the Aztecs. That's one of William Hartnell, the first Doctor's classic episodes on DVD.
God.
There.
You know,
rubbish. That's rubbish, Carl. Those prizes. I'm ashamed to give them away.
Carl, you know our mate Johnny. He's a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
Do you remember? He bought the Doctor Who magazine, and he went to the toilet, and Steve got post-it notes and put geek on every page, and Johnny opened it on the tube, right, and it had geek and everything, and Johnny bought in the new Doctor Who magazine, I think this week's or this month's, right, and they've done the perfect Doctor Who fan, right, what the geek is, right, and it looks exactly like Steve.
Alright, don't have a go, Rick.
It does, and I'm going to try and put it on the website. It's amazing. It's got your hair, glasses, it stands like you, it's sort of dressed like you, and it's only, it's hilarious, and he was, I mean, I'm insulting you now, it sounds like an insult, but if you'd see it, you'd laugh.
Well, Rockbusters, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Can I just tell you a story that Carl told me a couple of weeks ago?
Is this another ghost story? Another spooky story?
Yeah. I called him out. I was, what are you doing? He said, I said, I've just been reading ghost stories again. He said, you don't believe in them, but how do you explain this? Right, I went, go on. He said, I'll tell you as he told me it. He went, bloke, right, just sitting at home, doing, watching telly with his cat. And, the phone rings, and it's a bloke going, is that fire, in your oven okay now? 'Cause your wife called. And he went, Carl went, well, 1, there was no fire in the oven. 2, he wasn't married. I went, right. Go on. He went, well. Then, right, there was a knock at the door, and there was 2 sort of people in sort of white coats, and they came and said, we've come about that fire. Your wife called us. He went, 1, there isn't a fire in my oven, and 2, I'm not even married. Right? And he said, they saw the cat, and they looked at the cat. It looks a bit weird at the cat came out, nothing. And he said, and then he went back, sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about? Oh. He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven. 2, I haven't got a wife. And Carl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
that's the end of the story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
that's people winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent around to the wrong person, right? You know, he went, yeah. I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah. Why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Carl. This is really weird, right? I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang. Yeah. Right, I opened the door, there was no one there. Yeah. Right? And then I looked across the street, right, and there were some kids running away. Yeah. Now, how do you explain that? Yeah. There was another time, right, where, like, I opened the door and there was a bloke goes, you've ordered pizza. I went, I haven't ordered pizza. And I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down. Yeah. How do you explain that? Carl, seriously, why did you tell me that story? What do you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall asleep and not read the end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Carl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? And the other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Seriously,
and a cat that did not look happy.
But seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire. Some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of all happened again. But
yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
It's a mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the For Tea and Times.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. Yeah. Right, okay, Educating Ricky, part 2.
Carl, I need the phone number of your girlfriend. Let me explain why. I was lucky enough, once again, to be on your quiz team this week. Ricky,
still to beat me. He's still to beat me with his team. Yeah. Second I came.
The gang here and some friends. We sometimes go down to a pub quiz in the local area, and I was very nicely. I was invited by Carl to be on his team. Twice now I've been on that team. Ricky's always on another team, and what can I say, Carl? Do you mind me saying this now? Because I've analysed the team, and it's very much your team, and you've put the team together. You've recruited some excellent personnel. Your girlfriend's very, very good on the team, as is one of her work colleagues, and you normally bring in, someone like myself. I like to think I'm providing something with the entertainment section. I seem to remember last time I answered at least 6 or 7 questions that other people hadn't got, so I felt I provided something there. Carl, I rather like John Harvey Jones, who used to be called in to sort of troubleshoot companies. I see why you are not winning ever, and it's a rather pricey contest, isn't it? It costs a tenner to enter per person, and unless you get in the top 3, you're not going to get to see your money back. No. So I think you're going to maybe need to step down from the team, because Carl, I'm not sure. I am not sure. You consider yourself a kind of player manager, but frankly, I'm not sure you're providing enough.
Right.
See, this is funny because as bad as I imagine you are, I don't think Steve would make it into my team, so he's getting a bit cocky here. I want to know what your opinion of him, because he's told me he's great on it.
Well, you bang out of order, first of all.
Okay.
Do you have a good night when you're with us?
I tell you what, I wish I'd lost a tenner every time I've come down. That would have improved it.
You point out there about the football analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Ferguson, when did he score a goal?
Right.
He doesn't. He tells the others how to do it. Right? That's my role.
He doesn't take up one of the 11, though, does he?
No, exactly.
It's not like you can only field 10.
Yeah.
Because we only got 10 again. I want to be in the 11.
Exactly. He's not running around in midfield, falling over.
Yeah, shouting, oh, what have I told you?
Yeah.
No.
Right. I'll admit,
And there's a limit of 5 players. We should explain that. That's the point.
Yeah, there's only 5 players on the team.
So
but it was pretty tricky on Tuesday, though, wasn't it? It was one of the tougher...
Tell everyone the one question you got right.
Something about...
Well, tell us the answer. The 2 words you had to say to get the answer.
Danny Minogue.
Danny Minogue. That was what you provided, Danny Minogue.
Is this valuable?
Well, no, not really, because there was at least 2 of us who also knew the answer.
Oh, well,
we gave him. No, exactly. We gave it to Carl. We massaged his ego. I just feel Carl.
Do you know what? I feel a bit bad now because I just he had a crushed face. Then.
Can I just tell you right now?
He just can't believe this.
Can I just tell you right now? I think the problem is this. I think there's that precious 5th position that is not being filled at the moment, I think, consistently enough by a decent player, right? You've got a solid team. I'm thinking if you want to remain on the team, you are going to have to pull your finger out and find a 5th member that is going to provide, and I'll tell you where the weaknesses are. I can tell you right now, mate. The weaknesses are natural history and science. Something which Ricky Gervais is scoring on week in, week out on his team.
There is a few.
Now, if he was available for a transfer, we could be fine. But we've got to find someone to fill in that space. Otherwise, I'm either going to quit or you're going to have to step down. Because I don't think I can be on a team where there is these obvious deficiencies. There are visible deficiencies in the team.
You know, the £10.
That's £10. I'm not made of money.